the place where everybody knows your name. Laughter fills the air like a sweet refrain. Sit and share a story, but I drink or two. In this cozy bar, where dreams come true, where smiles and friends remain, and good times ease the pain. Here we go again.
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? That'd be just swell. Is everything on? Is everything working? Nice hat, the famous hat. Sam, how you doing? Hubby's brought back lunch. Good on you, Hubs. Shane, how you doing, board? How's things? Mandy. Where are we? Have I just seen Tom Ash as well? Will there be sound? Just be sound. Just be sound. That's all we're asking for. Just be sound. Oh. Right. Well, hello. I'm going to sleep. I'll see you later. Tom Ash, thank you for the super chat. I didn't realise there was no sound. I didn't realise that earlier. So I just spent over an hour, or whatever it took me to get home, chatting away. Absolutely, not ranting, but relieving myself of any stress and pressure. And it was very, very football centric. So you probably missed out, to be honest with you. But there you go. So you got a full hour of not having to listen to me and being able to talk to each other. I couldn't see the screen, Mandy. I couldn't see it. I was heading north, so the sun is behind me, and it was directly onto the screen. I could just about make a big green box at one point, so I had a quick look. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So the footy, Shane. The footy was bloody awful. Shit referee, shit team, shit result, which ruined an otherwise really good day. It's a lovely, lovely day. There will be kayaks in tonight's video. There will be kayaks. Actual kayaks. Keep an eye out for them. In today's football postcard, there will be kayaks. There's a club next door to the football club. You've got Bramley Moor Dock, Nelson Dock, and I think there's another one just next to that. And in Nelson Dock, there's a kayak club. Now, I've been past there loads of times. There's a big kayak outside with the name of the club. Never seen anybody in the water. Today, there was peeps. There was many peeps. Well, not many. There was multiple peeps. And also, there was a narrowboat coming in off the Leeds-Liverpool canal, heading into Liverpool, into the city centre. I've seen that, just heading towards the turn right for the stadium, left for Liverpool. First time I've seen that. Right, so this started acting the giddy goat again, has it? It did. Thomas, can you hear me? You can? I can hear you now, Skip. He's very nice. Yeah, weather was nice. It was lovely day. Yeah, and probably the first time we've had a day nice enough to go kayaking on the dock, because it's been horrible. Thomas, you swerved the match. Spent the day in the garden with the cat listening to the cricket. Gutted you missed the narrowboat. I might have caught it. I might have caught just a bit of it. Not consumed anything of the match other than the result. Right, we played well. Mostly played well. That is the worst Liverpool team I've seen in a long time. The referee was abysmal. Van Dijk is an absolute myth. The only thing he's world class at is whinging. But it was nailed on. That's what was going to happen. I would say it's either a sign of how far down Liverpool have dropped, being the reigning champions and having spent £500 million, that it took them till 110 minutes to put a second goal in, or it speaks volumes to how far we progressed under Moyes. So we've done fairly well. I thought we did all right. We looked dangerous when we looked dangerous. As soon as we stopped and started being a bit more within ourselves, we looked awful. Also nailed on that Salah was going to score, with it being his last derby. But that it otherwise spoiled a very, very nice day. You have 16 days without rain. What? Casper? Or go on and ting. The West Liverpool team since the FA Cup semi with Brad Jones in goal. We ended up today with the sighting of Freddie Woodman in goal for Liverpool. Freddie Woodman in goal for Liverpool. Yeah, Branthwaite looked pretty bad because you could see he was crying as he was being stretchered off. So Branthwaite got stretchered off for Everton. The keeper Mamardashvili got stretchered off for Liverpool. Beto limped off as well. So we'd end up with what looks like two fairly bad injuries there to two players. Freddie Woodman, wasn't he at Newcastle at one point? I know he was on loan in the lower leagues, but he come on and everyone's shouting shoot. He's a bloody good keeper actually, but we should have been shooting anyway. Impressive but slightly optimistic. We don't do optimism here. Everton spoil nice days. Everton could spoil a bad day. That's how bad we are. Man, you had the score pinned. Yeah, what was the disappearing score? We scored 1-0. It didn't look offside from where we were, but I am at the end, so you can't really tell. O'Brien was offside in the build-up to Njai's goal, which was then taken away, and they went up the other end and scored. Abysmal. And then Beto scored for us and knackered their keeper at the same time. But that wasn't a particularly good Liverpool team. What I will say, I don't want to batter this with football, but what I was saying on the way back, which you wouldn't have heard because it was completely fucking mute. We've played Arsenal, Chelsea, Villa. We've played a few big teams at home this season. They never felt big. Today felt big. Genuinely felt like a big game. I know the derby, they say it doesn't matter to them, Liverpool fans. Oh, it's only little old Everton. They were celebrating as though they just won the league today. And I know 110 minutes scoring a winning goal, so you should. So that either means that they do actually care about us and they care about the derby being a derby, or they're lying hounds. But it felt like a proper big game. Walking down Regent Road, down the Dock Road today, it was busier than normal. There was a vibe. The sun was out. Everyone was out on the ale, but there was a vibe about it. Fantastic, man. That's how a game should be. Casper, where are you? It's been grey all day and slightly rainy. Oh, why is this doing this? And I hate this. Debug, you bastard. Not you, you. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Allow, go on. There you go. That's a lovely looking sky. I love the colours in there. Indigo. A good indigo. We like a good indigo, don't we? What a lovely sky. Where's ours at the moment? Just find the app. the tap app. That at the top is what it looks like at the moment. The sun is still there. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's going down. It's going down. It's there. Bloody beautiful. Bloody beautiful. It's your fault you checked the score at 4 p.m. thinking it was over. 90 plus 9 on the clock, 1-1. And then, show enough, it wasn't your fault. It was our players' fault. We have massive lads at the back and not one of them picked up Dick Van Dijk. I guess that the seatbelt turned the mic off. It shouldn't be able to be turned off. So I don't know what's happened. I want to go back and watch it because obviously you do get a video on demand. If it started off with audio and then went off, then fair enough. What I might have to do, if I'm going to do a live on the way back, is have a plug-in lav mic or something that's not connected to me, just pointing towards the drive air. A shotgun mic. I've got one up there. I could do that instead, couldn't I? I'll try that. Remind me. I'll try that. You've been out on kayak. On kayak. Will you stop pinging, you knobhead of a thing? Where are we? 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 Pin Shane, go on. Pain. Shane, you've been pinned. Pinned Shane. Now I'm calling them a pain. Isn't that fucking awful? You're not a pain, mate. How far do you go on your kayak trip? There and back all the way. You need a captain hat. You definitely need a captain hat. Absolutely. Get one ordered. And then sing, I am the captain of your ship, Colin. I always thought, this is the captain of your ship, Colin. His name was Colin. It's not, it's calling, isn't it? Already look, no sound. Sound. Know what I might do with that? Do I delete it or just leave it up and put music over it instead? That'll be boss. Only 3 miles today. Only 3 miles. How far did I walk today? Never mind, only. I've got my steps in, I think. Well, that was over a mile, wasn't it? 5,000 steps. That's almost normal for a human being. Almost. You were live, but I was at footy. It's a pain in the arse, that, isn't it? Yeah. I should have been at home watching that instead. That would have been better, to be honest with you. Or what I should have done is taken some headphones with me, earphones. Then I could have listened. Instead of listening to Rossi being a dick. But okay, I get rid of my ticket for the derbies because I hate the day. But it was the first derby at the new stadium, so I felt like I had to go. Plus, I've only missed one game all season at home. And that was Spurs. Ali, oh, Peggy Ding has been reset. Yeah, so the completionist in me, you've got to go. You've got to go. Trying to hold your phone and kayak in his heart. I can imagine it's bloody hard, mate. Yeah, you need a phone holder for the boat. It's just me in a car. Music will look like you're lip syncing. Yeah, I don't really want to be completely... If anyone clicks on it and goes, why is this so quiet? What's going on here? I'll have to delete it, but I don't want to lose the watch hours at the moment. How are you doing, Ali? Oh, man, I'm so tired. So absolutely, thoroughly exhausted. I've been up early all week because of Jess. I've been to sleep late a few times. Even though I've been exhausted, I couldn't sleep. I was up early again today. It wasn't really that early. 9 o'clock's not early, is it? But me lie-ins have gone completely. No lie-ins. I'm going to fucking smash this thing to bits in a minute. Love the new lights. That one is the Star Wars thing. Don't even know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing that, but it's doing that. The lightsaber. I didn't tell it to do that. It was supposed to be just a flat colour. That's getting changed. It is the saber. Maybe I should have used one of them instead, which is smaller. I'll do that next time. My computer is telling me off, absolutely. It's pissing me off as well. Any second now it's getting unplugged. Why is that turned off? It's annoying me that. I thought it was dark. It shouldn't be dark. I haven't charged anything up either because I've been like a feckin' idiot. Running around like a big bad idiot. Mandy likes flashing. No. Oh, I say. It's not too bad, is it? If it stayed like that without going too mad, it might be alright. Is it too distracting though? Is it too distracting? And Nick said let there be light and there was light. Oh the Lord, yeah. He didn't push the button, I did. Drink! Shattered. And I'm busy all week as well. Shocking to you. Shock and indeed to you. Shock and to you. Where are we? It's the spoon, man. It's always the spoon, man. Spoon, man. What picture next to the moon? There isn't a picture next to the moon. There's a bear. A bear there. Moon. Lighthouse. Lighthouse family. And some fake plants to the left of the lighthouse. This thing. This is a flag. That's it. So you can't even put back up where it was. Yeah, it was a flag. Shane, you're going to fall asleep before the end. Don't worry, mate, so am I. It is a flag. F-L-E-G, flag. Yeah. Ali, I don't know. There was no sound at all. Maybe it wasn't pushed in properly. The thing that I use in the car is... It's a phone receiver that plugs into the phone and then a little mic. I thought it was definitely working because when you plug the little receiver in, it's also got a hole on one side of it that you plug in your charger. And if they're both plugged in properly, your phone charges. Now the phone was charging, so I thought everything's plugged in properly. Possibly not. So next time I do that, it will have to be slightly differentaged. I will have to slightly differentage it. It's annoying me because I spent over an hour just babbling away and nobody could hear a bastard word I was saying. So Ali, thank you for the super chat. I didn't see it because the sun on the screen. But thank you. Mucho apreciado, as they say in Japan. Yeah, so tonight there will be Jeff. Jeff Plus. Jeff Plus. There will be no Kippers and no Horace. Because of the wonderful things she does. Because of... What the hell? Why is this taking so long? Right, well, I was uploading a video for tonight as well. I've done the postcard. I've done tonight's postcard. And it's been sending for the last half hour. And it's up to 4%. Waiting for network. Sure, I don't know. You're trying to get me attention. In that case, I'll do that more often. Maybe that's the secret, Ali. Maybe that's the secret. If I don't say anything and let you talk amongst yourselves, I'll get more popular. Let's see if this works. Shane, where are we? Nothing come through as yet, but we're having a bit of trouble today, aren't we, with the tech? First you have your deaf for an hour, then Jeff for dessert it is, isn't it? From deaf to Jeff. You haven't done a Jeff calendar for April or May yet? We can do that. We can do that, Mandy. April, right, I've got April sorted in my head. I'll do that. May, what's May? Oh, yeah, May. Remind me of that later. Well, it'll have to be tomorrow now, Mandy, to be honest with you. When the credits... Wait, yes, wait, Mandy, wait. I didn't know you were French. Oh, wait, hang on, we have... So we have this bastard to work now. Where are we? Oh, there you go. Now that, my friend, is a proper kayak. Look at that. Me likey mucho. And where's the next one? Look how serene that is. Look how flat the water is, man. Look at it. Do you know, I could get chilled just looking at that picture, never mind being on the water. I can hear the slight ripple of the water. That's fantastic. Look at that. That could also be a Constable landscape. Only it's not a landscape, it's in portrait. But you knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. Fucking thing. It's annoying me now. Proper annoying me. Sam, you have finished lunch. Welcome back, welcome back. I hope lunch was nice. Tuurlijk. What's going on? Everything's going mad. We're having tech wobbles. I don't like tech wobbles. Don't like them. Yeah, absolutely, Shane. One of these monitors is getting thrown out the window. Followed by, I don't know if it's the cable. Might be the cable. Could be. But it's plugged into the same phone that wasn't working earlier. My new phone that I've only had for a few months. Ish. Bottom shelf dark again, right. That's just not holding a charge at all. Ah well. If it goes off, it goes off. What more can we do? Avocado tacos. Ooh. Added fresh cilantro from the garden. Is that cilantro? Is that coriander? Well, I had tacos. I had tacos in ages. Avocado's nice as well. Quite fresh. I think. What's a fresh taste? Sweet fucking Jesus. 2 windows open and I'm still burning up. Coriander, there you go, thought so. That's also a very acquired taste, isn't it, coriander? I know quite a few people don't like it, which I will put down to, no I won't, it's the other way around, which might explain why a lot of people don't particularly like Indian food. A lot of Indian food has got loads of coriander in it. Right, so you only refer to powdered coriander seeds as coriander, or cilantro seeds as coriander. I did not know that. There you go. We've learned something again. From our Tabitha. That's Tab plus Samantha, isn't it, Tabitha? Maybe that's where it came from in the past. A previous Sam also had tabs open. Could be, you never know. That looks lovely out there. We should have gone to the beach. I said on the way home we should have stopped at the beach. But you wouldn't have heard that on account of the fact that nothing bleeding works. We could have kicked off our shoes and then frolicked barefoot on the sand. But alright. I hope he doesn't care for the leaves, doesn't mind the powder. Yeah, the leaves. I've got a friend who's Indian. Well, she was born in Birmingham, but her family are Indian. Her mum and dad are actually from India, so she's first generation. Her mum taught her how to cook, and she is unbelievable. She uses a lot of coriander in her food. If done right, it tastes amazing. If it's not done right though, cilantro or coriander leaves can taste horrible. So you got to make sure it's right. That's gone off again. There you go. Told it straight. Yeah, go on. You're debating to have whether to have chocolate peanuts or Bueno White. Ooh. Could you not have a little bit of both? A little tiny bit of both? 1 finger of Bueno White and a handful of chocolate peanuts. Mix it up, man. You go on, live a little. You spread a coriander there with a K. Do you know what? I think the Dutch might as well. Unless it's something completely different. Yeah, you have leaves most commonly in Mexican. There you go as well. South Asian dishes are less popular, especially in Texas. Don't like it. Not having it. Yeah, we all eat a lot of South Asian food here. Given the fact that our national dish, the most eaten dish in the country, is not fish and chips. It's not bangers and mash. It's chicken tikka masala. Which was developed in Glasgow. And we sell it back to India. Bizarre. Very British that though. Take someone's stuff, slightly twist it, give it back to them and sell it to them at a profit. Plus, most of the places in this country, most Indian restaurants are not run by Indians. They're run by Bangladeshis. But the food's the same. The whole area, they eat a lot of similar kinds. I didn't realise how similar it was. India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, places like that. I mean, there's loads. There's Himalayan restaurants around here. You would think Southport, with a combined population of 100,000, you might have 1 Himalayan restaurant, if you're lucky. We've got 4 of them, 2 on the same road. And the road's flat as well. But it looks very Indian. The same kind of stuff we're used to ordering in an Indian, so I'm yet to try it. I've had massaman curry before, so I know what that tastes like. It tastes quite smoky, massaman curry. I'll try it at some point. If I don't need to sell a spleen to pay for me bleeding car. This week is an absolute kick in the dick. It's ridiculous. Monday, 10:10, in the blessed AM, doctors for a blood test. They will be taking blood, jab, jab, squirt, squirt, see you later. Tuesday, Drop car off with mechanic to be checked out before the MOT. Head straight to the dentist. Walk home from the dentist. Wait for mechanic to phone me up and say the thing's going to fall apart. Or come and pick it up. Wednesday. Doctors again for blood pressure and my asthma review. And then I'm in St Helens in May to go and get more face stuff done. To make me look less like a melted candle. To make me look less like a smashed Toby jug. Yeah, sounds like most pizzerias are run by people from the Middle East. Oh, of course, yeah. They are very good at it. We have the same thing. We had, in fact, in Liverpool, this is going back to late 80s, early 90s. We had a pizza place in Garston called Al Pacino's, and the fella who run it used to live just down the road from us. If you wanted a pint after he'd finished, he used to bring 3 or 4 pizzas for us, and then have a few beers and then go home. His name was Ali. He wasn't Italian. He was from Iran. And my dad said to him one night, don't think you're getting paid for these pizzas until we get Terry White back. You know, no bad. But there you go, yeah. I've studied for the test, Mandy, I have. I have aced it. Absolutely aced it. The light's gone out, but nobody's home, Ali, I know. I didn't charge that. Because, well, I'm a tit. But there you go. I'll do it again, it'll go out again. See, that's what's going to happen, it'll just go out again. No one will be happy. It's like that, that's the way it is. Got an Italian restaurant run by Iranian as well. They get everywhere, Iranians, they have to. And they always, all the ones I've met in my life have all been sound. They've been sound. Shane, you were at a hospital last Saturday hooked up to a heart monitor. And blood test for 2 days with a head that looked like a football. What the bloody hell's happened? What did he say? You're alright? Yeah, those birds singing. It is a small light, but it's just not charged up at all. And it's plugged in, but it's not plugged in. It's plugged into a powered USB hub, which is not really strong enough to charge that and everything else at the same time. Yeah, hope everything's alright, mate. I'm presuming, given the fact that you were out on the kayak today, that things are improving. I would say that's a good sign. Bloody thing. Wonder what this is. If all else fails, that'll stay blue. Or no, we'll change that, won't we? Hang on. Or maybe not. I've moved the remote. Oh, I don't know where it bloody is. Bloody thing. Just looked it up. There are about 28,000 people from Iran living in Denmark. It's mad that it's just you get everywhere. Mind you, everyone gets everywhere. There you go. It's gone out, but the blue light is on. To keep at least some kind of semblance of cool about the place. I've got so much shite that needs to be moved. I have too much shite. Too much shite. It was a virus that made the side of your face blow up. Jeez, man. Feeling good now. I think you would just run down. You've been working and not eating. That's, you know what, if you're not eating well and you're working hard, it is not good for you. Even if you don't feel like it, you've got to force yourself to put the nutrients in that your body needs. Otherwise, you know, obviously, bad shit happens, man. Yeah, glad you're feeling better. You do need to look after yourself. Looks like a football head. Oh, man. Does sound rough as toast, that, doesn't it? And the little trip on the river, did it make you feel better? It should do. When you're not feeling good, going somewhere that you like, doing something that you like, is the best thing for you. It's an absolute tonic. And if I wasn't disabled, I hate saying that. If I wasn't disabled, like I'm really trying to cry it in, aren't I? If I wasn't unable, I would quite happily get out there and have a go myself. Oh, hang on. Hang on, where we are. That's from Mandy, look at that. Old world language families. Look at that quality. That also looks a bit like Yggdrasil. I can't, unless I snap my arm, I can't put it that way. See what I mean? It is a bit, isn't it? I know you can't see all of it because of me midlife crisis bangles, as my daughter calls them. But yeah. I need more ink, man. I need more ink. You needed that, yeah. Miss kayaking and taking the dogs to a doggy park. It's the, do you know, it's the little things in life. That's the main thing, isn't it? Doesn't have to be something incredible. You don't need to fly halfway around the world. You don't need to do something that costs thousands. You've already got a kayak. You've got lovely places nearby where you can go with it, and you've got your dogs. What more can you ask for? Don't need anything else. Get yourself out there. Let your soul fly free. There you go. It's funny looking in the mirror. Look at it on the PC, on the replay. I'm sure we can get it sent to you, Sam. We can get the proper picture sent through to you, because it does look amazing. I love stuff like that. I loved Rock Family Trees. Remember the TV show on the BBC, which took a band or a load of bands and then showed you how they all fit in together. Did a prog rock one. It was brilliant. This person played in this band, but also played in that band, who played with him, who did this. And the next thing you know, you've got an entire tree full of peeps. 9 people watching, 3 likes. That's a better ratio than normal. See, Ali, this is the thing, you see. When I was completely silent and nobody could hear me voice, there was money come flying in and everyone was loving it and enjoying themselves. As soon as I can talk, everyone's pissed off. Unliking me old by every second. I can't even speak. I can't speak. It's a beautiful illustration. It is. Our languages are amazing. And it's also a fantastic thing if you are a foreigner coming into Europe who wants to experience some culture and some differences, to be able to go somewhere and within the space of 20 minutes go to like 3 separate countries easily. In fact, there's some places where you can stand in 3 countries at the same time. I know I've got friends from Australia who've come over and spent like a month, maybe 2 months, just going to as many countries as they could in Europe. And then when they've gone back home, we loved it. We're going to have to come back because we missed. I have yet to do it myself. Never been to Belgium. I'd love to go to Bruges, because that film in Bruges looks beautiful, man. Netherlands, obviously, I absolutely love the place. Germany. Been to Germany a good few times. Only ever to Munster though. France, went to Paris, drove through, it was a shithole. And then been to Spain, that's it. I know Andorra, went to Andorra. 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 Well, I need to go other places in Europe. They all speak English, so it wouldn't be that bad, but be nice. Go to somewhere like, I don't know, Switzerland or Austria, where I can at least use me German. That'd be good. And you've sent it, lovely stuff. It's a boss. Do you know what? It's not only interesting, but it's also a really nice piece of art, to be honest with you. I mean, look at that. Wouldn't you be happy with that on the wall? I would. Bloody beautiful, bloody beautiful. Speaking of bloody beautiful, there was a rugby league player outside today where I was stood. Jackson Hastings, who plays for St Helens. I didn't realise he was an Evertonian, but he is. And he was at the match. He was the most Australian person I've ever heard in my life. He was on the phone to someone, and I've never heard anyone who was more, not just Australian, but Australian sportsman. Have you ever watched any Australian sports? They all sound the same. Every interview after every game. Ah, look mate. What? He sounds like an Australian sport. Oh, it's Jackson Hastings. He is an Australian sportsman. And of course he plays for St Helens, who are a rugby league team in Merseyside. But they're not my team. Weird, isn't it? There's a small wooden bridge that ends in a circular platform. That sounds like the first draft of Stairway to Heaven. It's in a small lake far north. We can go around the platform through Norway, Sweden and Finland. That would be freezing bastard cold being up there in those three places. But, in fact, you wouldn't be able to swim or kayak it. You'd have to skate that, wouldn't you? It's always middle of summer, it's permanently bastard frozen. That looks stunning, honestly stunning. Northern Norway and Sweden. I haven't seen much of Finland, but all looks incredible. Version popped up on your Instagram feed, was it? A Welsh history fellow. Follow. I've seen lots of Welsh history on my IG as well. There's a Welsh language. I don't know if he's a teacher or doctor of Welsh language, but he must be North because he sounds vaguely Scouse. But it's absolutely fantastic, telling you just the history of words, the etymology of Welsh words. Really interesting. And then the rest of IG is just scantily clad women climbing bloody mountains in North Wales. Ridiculous. I'm only jealous because if I stripped down to me bills and tried to go up a mountain in Wales, nobody would look. Unless they wanted to be sick. Not in summer, it's 15 to 20 degrees. Ooh. Next. Oh, a bit of proj. What have we got? We have got Chwache. Ali, oh, you've got Chwache. Have you got Chwache? Dr. Cymraeg here, isn't it? Dr. Cymraeg. That's not a good name, is it? Cymraeg is that? Cymraeg. Dr. Cymraeg. That's him. It is him. Very interesting fella. And a very personable person. Personally find it, you know. Chwache. That's Chwache. Yeah, Dr. Cymraeg. I also saw something earlier on which I wasn't able to listen to because I was doing something else. Some comedian talking about Wrexham. Is Wrexham actually Welsh? Is it actually Welsh? Until a couple of years ago you were Scouse and then all of a sudden you turn Welsh. From Wrexham, yes, there you go. Speaking of Wrexham, let's have a look. Oh, I've got so much shit on this phone today. Wrexham played against Stoke yesterday. Funnily enough, at the Stoke Kairas. And on the programme, there was a handsome young man from years gone by, which is now not working. There you go. That was yesterday's programme. That is me dad. And a little bit of a write-up about him on the inside. Inside. So he was a cover star yesterday. Isn't that great? He left there in 1977 and they still call him King Billy. And, right, here's something else. Seamus Coleman, Everton player. We've got a famous song about him. We signed him from Ireland, was it Sligo Rovers, for £60,000, which is, you can't buy a player for £60,000. We did. 60 grand, Seamus Coleman. 60 grand, I say. So he's cost £60,000 in 2008, 2009, whatever it was. My dad cost £135,000 in 1977. My dad cost over twice as much as Seamus Coleman. That is literally only the penny dropped today. And I've sang 60 grand, Seamus Coleman many a time. And I know how much my dad cost when Butter signed him. But that hit me today. How mad's that? How mad? Is he twice the player as Seamus Coleman? No, he isn't, to be honest. But just as much of a man. Terrible man. Terrible man. It is pretty cool, isn't it? Fine head of hair. That picture was actually taken from a real photograph taken back in the day. In fact, should we see if we can find him? Right, if you want to see hair, man, look at this. On the left, obviously not the young lad on the right. That is hair. Proper hair. Fucking mad, innit? And there you go. That picture on the right is the one that they recreated in the thing. Boss, isn't it? Boss, isn't it? He's a good lad, is my dad. There's loads of pictures of him. He's got a scrapbook somewhere. And then back then, the likes of Joe Jordan, who played for Leeds and Man United, him and my dad used to have some proper ding-dongs on the pitch. And in the scrapbook, on the back of the Daily Mirror, there's a picture of my dad punching Joe Jordan. And on the back of the Daily Star on the same day is Joe Jordan punching my dad. If you pick one paper up, you think, that dirty bastard. Picked another one up, that dirty bastard. And of course, they knocked shite out of each other. Shook hands after the game, had a pint. Proper old school. The head of hair. I've got the head of hair myself. Just grows the same. Shane, how's the pups? Really good. Something to the doggy park. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. George is still not well, but happy with him. So you're getting there. Good stuff, man. As long as the vets are happy. And as long as the dogs are happy as well. That's the main thing, isn't it? If the dogs seem alright and the vets are happy, everything's go, man. Always tailor the photo to the audience. I always do. I always do. But I'm always quite proud of stuff like that. I loved watching him when I was young. And it's amazing to put the TV on of a night and your dad's on there, like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. And also mad that even to this day, he left Wrexham in 1977, he left Middlesbrough in 1982, left FC20 in 1985. He still gets stuff sent to him to sign all these years later. Hope you don't mind. Can you sign this and send it back to us? Yeah, of course I can. Not a problem at all. Never an issue. Hope George continues to feel better. Absolutely. Good vibes to George, man. And the final game of the season, I think, is Wrexham against Middlesbrough, or Middlesbrough versus Wrexham. I've got a it's Wrexham Middlesbrough. I have a feeling my dad might be invited because he played for both teams. So you never know. You might get to meet Ryan Reynolds after all, which will wind me daughter up absolutely 100%. You met Ryan Reynolds and didn't invite him back for a cup of tea? Piss off, Jess. I know, she's gutted. Absolutely gutted. He wants to play, but he's on strong painkillers. I know the feeling. Plays for both teams. He does, Casper, he does. Up front or occasionally likes to stiffen up the back four. Did someone say Ryan Reynolds? Charlie Bravo 04. Charlie Bravo 04. Longest way up, shortest way down. How you doing, Christine? We mentioned Ryan Reynolds, as they call him in Japan. The man, the myth, the legend, Ryan. Yes, I think my dad might end up meeting him eventually. Now that for some reason, I mean, they're calling a lot of these players legends who are at Wrexham or have been for the last 4 or 5 years. And a few of the proper old school legends are getting annoyed. These people have done nothing. And yet you're sort of whitewashing the old legends out of the club. They couldn't do it with Joey Jones because he was Mr. Wrexham. But like Nicky Thomas has been having a go at them. You can't forget the old guard who made the club what it is today. Without them, you wouldn't have had a club to sell to the Hollywood dudes. Yes, promised double jeopardy. Double jeopardy. You might want to give Lula Bellatini a bell. If she's not already lurking. Are you lurking? Are you lurking, Louise? Louise the lurker. We've got double jeopardy. We've got no Kippers and no Vindaloo. Well, he's the same person, for fuck's sake. No Kippers and no Horace. But we do have double jeopardy. Especially for all the lovely ladies. Bless him. Bless him. Hopefully there's some good stuff amongst the Jeff. There's some good stuff amongst the Jeff. There you go, Bellatini waiting for Jeff. Lovely stuff. Right, well in that case then, everyone's arrived. Well, it is Sunday after all. And by way of an apology, here's double jeopardy. Lots of nature walks lately. He has been on lots of nature walks, has to be said. Spring flowers hit different. Does he have hay fever the same as me? Because they have been absolutely obliterating me. The coffee's wearing off. Oh, this must have been pre-game. A beer on the Mersey ferry. I thought I saw him at the match today. Quick pre-match scran too. Oh, he's getting wound into that, isn't he? Scarf at the ready. Oh, Tifo. Tifo. Look at those cheekbones. Seriously, look at those cheekbones. I think he's got a cheekboner. That's what that is. Jeez, man. Angles everywhere. Eyes like chipped ice. The tifo was fantastic today, but unfortunately, because I'm an absolute thoroughbred knobhead, I've managed to pretty much fuck up the exposure on the camera. So it's overblown, you can't see the proper full-on tifo. You still get an idea of what it felt like, but, you know. There you go. 1, 2, 3 and 6 from Andy. That's a night in, that, isn't it? Jeez, man, that's a night in. Number 3 for Lulu Bellatini. There are cheekbones all over the place. Oh, Christine, you've taken your makeup off. Is this, like, serious? Jeff, you're in trouble, mate. Christine's taking the makeup off. We riot. Sam, 2 and 4. He's a handsome chap, isn't he? At times is, anyway. At times he does look sort of, I don't know, twilighty, if you know what I mean. Sort of YA literature. You know what I mean, don't you? You know what I mean. Very twilighty. Very youthful. Other times he looks horrific. I have to delete those ones. Don't want to scare you lovely ladies, do we? You lovely ladies. Tom, if you nodded off, he'd be doing the washing or something, won't he? He'd be ironing. Tell you what he'd be doing. He'll have the feather flick in his mouth, ironing with one hand, doing the washing with the left hand. He's a Renaissance man, is Tom. Very, very clean. Very clean. And also, he's got the benefit today as well of not having gone to the fucking match. Oh, that was a lovely day. Really was. Again, on the postcard, when I was getting some of the kayak action. Kai what action? Kayak action?
Yak attack!
Kayak. Yeah. What was I talking about? The light glistening off the water. Oh my God, it was gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous. Anywhere from Steve out, there hasn't been. To send him a text to see how he's getting on. I spoke to, or I texted Jackie as well earlier on this week. The week just gone. See how she's getting on as well, so hopefully everyone's alright. Jean-Jers crossed. Oh man, absolutely falling apart. But I didn't do my ankle in. I didn't do the ankle today. Some weeks when I go, I do that. Don't want to have my ankle. Not today. Here you go, tidying up. I told you, Renaissance man. After the funeral on Tuesday and coming home on Wednesday, you were both in work Thursday and Friday. I am here listening and getting ready for work tomorrow. Just, you can't stop him. He's like a Duracell bunny. Hoover in one hand, feather flicking the other hand, iron in the other hand. No idea. All good in the hub, blood, absolutely. And then we start another week. Another week at the coalface. Another week of wage slavery. Feather flick. Does he not have a feather flick? I goes round with me feather flick all the time. My feather flick. I only call it a feather flick because that's what Arkwright called it on Open All Hours. Go Granville. Steve was floating about with you. Oh, lovely stuff, man. Yeah, well, we mentioned there's different political opinions, but that's the way life is, and that's the way the world is. Difference makes the world go round. Vive la différence, definitely. Where are we? Captions added, Louise. Still waiting for voiceovers. Yes, Mandy, I have been a busy boy this last week. Non-stop. Remind me what you need and I'll sort it out tomorrow. When I get back from the doctors. Worried falling out with us. These things happen if it does, but you know, political opinion's the last thing to fall out over, really, isn't it? It's just as stupid as football teams. Or not liking the right band. You know what I mean? What, your Beatles, I'm Stones, we can't talk to each other. Come on. Use your Spurs and Greens here. Jeff's been watching The Good Life. Must have been just before this started. The Wrexham programme covers Boss, isn't it? He's got an inner write up in there as well, which is nice. Steve, I might be a footballer watching a footy. I know Norwich were playing this weekend, weren't they? No worries, Mandy. Pull my finger out. There's a good job that you put a smiley in between that. No worries, Mandy. Pull your finger out and nick. What? Wasn't in there. Does me hat say squeeze me quick and kiss me slow? It doesn't, Christine. That's Blackpool. That's a Blackpool kind of thing. We're not from Blackpool. Although it is within a 9-mile radius. Do you know how I know that? You've been training Domingo to fetch tools from the shed. He's not perfect, but he knows the drill.
Very poor. Very poor indeed.
Very poor indeed, very poor. No, sorry, it's very poor. Very poor. We're not having a VGI, we're having a VPI for that one. Very poor indeed. What was that? What was I watching? I was watching something the other day. Might have been the rugby, and they'd done something wrong, and it was very poor. And they said very poor indeed. And straight away in my head, all I could think of was that little video clip. Very poor indeed. Very poor. What's poppin', Twitch crew? Not much going over there apart from the occasional blocked modded chat. Thomas is also over with the 6,000 people over on Twitch. There's not 6,000 people over on Twitch. There may be one day. You never know. Although Twitch at the moment is full of thingies. What do they call them? Bots. Fake viewers. Some of the biggest streamers on Twitch have been caught out. They're making a fortune, and then when they got rid of all the bots, they had no one watching. So they put them back on. Let the bots be on there, because the advertisers don't give a shit. They're still getting paid. Twitch is still getting paid. Mad. We need a VGI clip. Who has said very good indeed then? Can we find a very good indeed? If anyone comes across a very good indeed, let us know. Because he's got one. Aye. Yeah, we need whoever said VGI. Who said... Oh, what we could have, I suppose, speaking of The Good Life, could be Tom Good from The Good Life, who occasionally in that show would say, tick VG, which I remember from school. Tick VG, tick, very good. Could get that. Could make one myself. Very good indeed is not something I'd say in real life though, is it? Because if someone did something very good, I'd just quietly seethe about it. Whereas if they did something wrong, I would very, very loudly proclaim, "Ooh, very poor indeed, very poor." There is a sporting commentary that is very good. Oh, who was it who done that? That was... Oh, man. Was that a goal? Oh, I'm trying to... I've seen that recently. I am sure that was a football commentary. Famous football commentary from the 80s, was it? 80s, 90s. Yeah. I'm sure it was. Was it a World Cup? Ireland, maybe? No. That's going to annoy me because I've seen it recently. Darts, maybe. Darts. Keep an ear out. Be very careful keeping an ear out at the darts. Otherwise you end up with a piercing. You could do Horace and Kipper saying that we're waiting for a month for a voiceover. Ooh, had your claws sharpened, Tabitha. Thank you very much. In, twist, out. Mandy, having already thrown lemon juice on the open wound, is now throwing salt on there as well. I'll do it tomorrow. Send me a line that you want doing and I'll do it tomorrow. I'd do it tonight, but I'm just so exhausted. I'm so emotionally overwhelmed. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's been a long day. Stop lying. It's the same length as every other fucking day. But it's alright. I've got a lie in the morning. I haven't. I have actually. It's bullshit. 10 past 10 in the morning, I think. Let me check my calendar. Calendar. 10 past 10, so that's alright. And it's only over the road. So I don't really have to get up as early at all. Tuesday, on the other hand, 8:30 for the car. 10 past 10 again for the dentist. Wednesday, 2:10 in the blessed PM. Oh, I need to sort that out as well. Tomorrow, I'll have to get on the group chat. Can somebody please cover for me for half an hour while I go and blow into a tube? And also then on the Monday, not tomorrow, the week after, 8:30 in the morning, 8:30 in the blessed AM, my car has got its MOT. Pray for me. Pray for Miriam. Pray for Miriam. Loads of appointments. Yeah, May, I've also got St. Helens. St. Helens, says the writer. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Mandy thinks I'm a writer. You need to write more. I know, but what do you want? What kind of stuff do you want? I'll write the script myself. What do you want, though? What was it supposed to be? Because, you know, also, my writing won't just be sound. My writing will also be an absolute pain in the arse. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. What have we got? What have we got? Domingo, el gato más guapo del mundo, eh? Aquí es. Marvellous. You sent me the animation, Mandy. My phone is groaning under the weight of stuff that I've got on there at the moment. I need to sit down tomorrow at some point, delete stuff that I don't need, and get back to where it should be. I've started putting folders of stuff, but because there's so much going on, I haven't got a bleeding clue half the time. I've also recorded some stuff on the actual big camera, and I don't know which day it was, and I don't know what they're called, because when you record stuff, it's just got a date and a time. But it's also done in such a codec that I can't just... Oh, yeah, I can look on the back of the camera. That's alright. I'll delete everything I don't need off the back of the camera. Buenos noches, señor el domingo. El gato más guapo del mundo, eh? Sam, how is Silver? And how t'others coping? How t'others coping? Are they alright? How are they in the sen? How are they in the sen? Yeah, bottle of scat. Why is things pinging? I'm getting pingitude everywhere. Pingitude everywhere. Yep, how's Thubby? He went on the lunch run earlier on, so that's hopefully a good sign anyway. Oh, still hot. Sponsor me thermos, you bastards. Finding new ways to cause havoc on the daily basis. Must be male. Must be male. Female animals and female humans don't really do the same thing. Boy stuff just goes out of its way to cause havoc. Also, the random topic generator thing. I saw random topic generators about Name Mile Radius in Toronto in 72. Does the chat think that pre-selecting a topic is cheating? Right, well, I'll explain this for you. I tried it the other day, and it gave me a list of 10 separate little questions and topics. So I thought if I pick 3 and make a little video about it, Mandy seems to think that is cheating. I would have to pick 3 and just use all 3, or pick 10 and go 3 by 3 by 3. You know what I mean? I can't pick and choose. Would you say it's cheating to pick and choose, or should I be given the human right to decide which 3 I want to do a video about? You even said that Thermos had sponsored me earlier to get me attention. Oh, Ali, you say the nicest things. They wouldn't do that anyway. I don't get enough views to get sponsored. I know that. They know that. We all know that. Hubby is doing well. Needs to schedule some appointments, labs, etc. But day to day is good. That sounds like a good sign. That, to be honest with you, Sam. Everyone who's been through anything, you will have to schedule appointments and you'll have to go in and be seen all the time. But if the day to day is going all right, that's half the battle, I think. Random though, pre-selecting is cheating. Yeah, but the random is it comes up with 10 little questions and I just go, right, that and that, I'll do those 3. I won't necessarily do all 10. It's not pre-selecting. It's just randomly generate 10 items. Some of them come up and I just think I can't possibly make a video about that. Unless it was just utter filth or me ranting non-stop. And you get to see them on lives anyway, so it'd just be pointless, wouldn't it? Oh, speaking of which, do you call me a witch? That's definitely just hung, isn't it? Can we pause that? No. Why is it not working? Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? Yeah. What I might do then, I might do a short showing you how it comes up on the screen and then what I think I would do compared to what you think I possibly could do. And then we'll do a poll. How's that? How's that? We'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. You can have a look. Have a look on poll. Definitely good to hear. Yeah, any improvement is always good to hear. Just in general, any improvement. Ow, oh, fucking hell, man. Oh. Ik kan all over. I can't get in a bath. I've tried it. Well, I could get in. I almost knocked myself out getting in. And I couldn't get out. But I'd love a bath. We can't get a walk-in bath upstairs. Is there any way? Oh, man. I need to Dragon's Den this, don't I? Like a flotation device. You lie down on something and it just gradually drops itself underwater. That'd be boss, wouldn't it? Lie there, relax, bathe, in ass's milk, obviously. And then back up. Just shush yourself off. I don't mean like that. Just off you go, slide off. It's not sending files, that's bullshit. YouTube is lying to me. You're lying, YouTube. Oh, by the way, I just watched something earlier on. Mandy, this is for you more than anyone, by the way. Loads and loads of YouTube channels are being demonetized. Lots are also being deleted for apparently repetitive content and stuff like that. What do you think one of the issues was, don't know if it still is using 11 labs. There seems to be at least a time where everybody who was using 11 labs as doing some kind of voiceover was being deleted. So we need to keep an eye on that. There's already a seat that lowers you into and out of the bath. I know we had one. I didn't use it much because after a while we managed to get upstairs to the shower, and the shower was much easier than the bath. To be honest, this new shower's fantastic. I love it. But occasionally it'd be nice just to slide my aching bones under the water. Yak milk. Ooh, would that work? Would it taste sort of beefy? You had hail yesterday at the leading edge of a cold front. Tore plants apart. Or what? One of your tomato plants looked really rough. Bloody hell, man. You can get hail all the time. Well, no, you can't actually, it's a lie. We've had this before. You only get hail during the summer, don't you? Well, spring, summer. Otherwise, they're just ice pellets. 11 Labs. It's you can do voiceovers on 11 Labs. Loads of people use it, which is why it seemed a little bit of either a coincidence or you need to be careful. So we'll keep an eye out on that just in case. A 777. I could hear the 777. It's not DHL. It's not FedEx. It's Air India, but it's a 777, you can tell. They make a sound. And the sound's not sound. Do you know what I mean? You are missing a tomato plant. Do you mean you've had a tomato plant stolen or you've neglected to plant a tomato plant, Tomasz? You need one, maybe a courgette stroke zucchini. Is it a barbershop courgette? Oh, hang on. I've just been talking about planes, haven't I? We love our planes. Yeah, no, it's not our planes, they're airplanes. You bought cherry tomatoes yesterday, mainly for the seeds. Cherry tomatoes are boss, man. I love the old rocket peppery salad with cherry tomatoes and mozzarella pearls. Very nice. Not quite planted our toms, not yet. They look strong like bull, my friend. You've neglected to acquire a tomato plant. You need to sort that out. Or just go and plant seeds from a tomato. I've heard good things about them. BP stuff starts with the logo anyway, should be okay. Fair enough. Always good to have at least one tomato plant. You prefer cherry, grape and pear tomatoes, but went with regular size because they'll be ready earlier, before the worst is right. So you've got to horses for courses them. I always like cherry ones because they're quite handy, aren't they? You can do a lot with cherry tomatoes. We are watching BGT. B has got no T, unfortunately. I wouldn't watch that show. Tomato plant last year grew to 2 metres. Was your 2 metre tomato? That's heavy, that, isn't it? There was a chap from Taiwan, he said, thank you cherry much. There's a famous, well, it was famous at the time, sort of meme conversation between someone and the desk somewhere in Southeast Asia, which ended with Tenju berry mud. And it was July Santos. Yeah, in the morning, do you like some toast? Oh, would you like some toast? Proper piss take, but after that, everybody in the pub had read it and everyone started saying Tenju berry mud instead of thank you very much. It's funny how these things take off, isn't it? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Christine's filthy tomatoes. You filthy beggar, look at that. Is it me, or does that tomato look like Barry Keoghan? It's got a look of him, hasn't it? Barry Keoghan as Ringo. Sorry, Barold, if you're watching, mate. You never buy tomato seeds, just get tomatoes, eat the flesh, plant the seeds. The way to do it, man. Do you put them in paper? Can't Casper, you were back for a bit. Oh, you were out for a bit and now you're back. Bick, what are you on about? Welcome back. Phil Thompson tomato. Right, mad, isn't it? If Phil Thompson and Matthew Letizier stood back to back, they'd look like a pickaxe. True story. You sent a link to a topic generator. And by topics, I suppose you don't mean the chocolate bars. Conversation starters. Question 1. Do you keep a journal? That's a question, that's a topic. That wasn't for a question rather than a topic to talk about. We'll mess with that. We'll have a bash of that later. Chodamaro, man. Better if dried out first. Did we used to put them in paper towels and stuff like that? Or have I dreamt that? I seem to remember putting them in paper towels and then throwing them under soil. We did something with the paper towel first. Sure, I wouldn't know from Donegal. You keep not a journal. Saves any incriminating evidence. Topic bars were boss though, weren't they? Seeds are only about a quid. A quid. You write in a Firefox. Christine, you are sounding more and more Crystal Carrington by the day. Have you got massive shoulder pads in your business suits? Ali does not. You can choose categories. Yeah. I'll send you a link to the one I was using the other day and just have a quick look at that as well. Oh, hang on, one second. One second. What do you want? You don't feel well? Why, what's up? Your head's banging, I can't hear it. Right, have you had enough water to drink today? Right. What you could do you have a pencil or a pen to hand? Right, get a pencil or pen, put it between your teeth but don't bite on it. So it's sideways. All it does, it takes the pressure off sort of your jawbone, your jaw muscles and stuff like that. Do that for a couple of minutes and see if it takes any pressure off. And in the meantime, have you had any Garys to sort it out? Any Benny Hills? Right, so you're alright with that. A good night's sleep should help you out. We are live streaming at the moment, so your entire medical history is going live to the world. My daughter feels rough, apparently. People are saying hi, Jess. That sounds like you are. Yes, people have said you might be catching a touch of flu or a cold or something. A good night's sleep will sort you out. That includes not sitting on your phone for ages, right? Go to sleep now then. And if you wake up, you wake up during the night. Just go back to sleep. Your body and everything else will fix itself while you're asleep. That's the whole point of sleep. To sort yourself out. Right, we'll go and get to bed. Right, 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, I know, I've got the doctors at 10:10, so we're alright. Right, so I'll be at yours at just after 8 o'clock, alright? Get to bed, go on, sod off. Right, you're boring me now, go away. Shut up, I know your ma. Right, if you're still feeling bad later, let me know. All right, love. See you later. Bye. Apologies, apologies. That was a wrong number. Right, where were we? Used to mess around with seeds on paper towels. They don't need the fuss, no. Even got a 5-year, 1 line per day type of journal and didn't stick with it. It's hard, you know, it is. Sometimes you're too self-conscious for journaling. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. Make up a character. I don't know, some kind of character that can work on your behalf. That's what the cool kids are doing these days. Jeff Kippers Horace. Don't have a journal, Casper. You have a freshly caught journalist in the basement, though. Ooh, yeah, of course you haven't got a basement. Keep on drinking the hot drinks. Oh, yeah, hopefully she will feel better. Hang upside down and put the tips of your fingers in gravy. Won't help you bang your head, but it might distract you for it, it will. Doesn't really get migraines as far as I know. Doesn't drink that much anymore. Certainly didn't go out drinking last night. So it's just a headache. It is very existential, Evertonia. She took paracetamol this morning. She just took ibuprofen now. So hopefully an early night and a good night's kip. I'll be with her in the morning. I've got to pick her up and take her to work. That reminds me, actually. Let me set me pissing alarm clock now. £7 in the blessed AM. Holy shit. I only do it because I might need a kidney one day. Bonne nuit, Jessie. I can't call her Jessie, she goes mad. Fanfare, I know, but you know. Kids grow back, don't they? You know what I mean? Mate went to see James Acaster this week. He played a character play. I've seen the reviews of this. Then played himself. Then played the character. He's a very, very clever comedian, James Acaster. The person who saw it said it might have been something that might not have worked, but he does it well enough. He does it well enough where it's all right. I'd give that a bash, by the way. I'd give that a bash. Might be worth watching. It's also nice to see comedians trying something new. There's too many of me just who are phoning it in, so to speak. You had that flu for over 3 weeks. All right. Hope she doesn't get a head like yours. She wouldn't like that. She would not like that. It's all right. I'll make her feel happier in the morning. I will slag her off non-stop for the entire journey, to the point where she will be laughing despite herself. And hopefully, Jean-Jers crossed, like last week, we will see a couple of Myrons on the way. Few comedians who should try and be funny. There's an entire, I don't know, roster of comedians who are on Mock the Week, who I just think are piss poor, awful. They're all the same as well. They all look like they might have stepped out of a commercial. Some kind of advert, and then someone's just said, "You're quite funny, you're all right in front of camera, go on." Just, there's nothing. There's no depth. There's no... I know Frankie Boyle's not to everyone's taste, but at least he was dangerous. He'd go on and try and do something. Something to piss people off. No one's doing that. They're all too beige. And I don't mean Lenny Beige, because he was fucking hilarious, Lenny Beige. Played by Steve First. You love Mock the Week. It was brilliant when it started. It was great when the regulars were funny. Then all of a sudden you just brought on a load of new ones who were just not funny enough. For me anyway. Seemed a little bit... You know what it seems like to me? I might be wrong here, but I think this is the perfect sort of metaphor for it, or simile, whichever one it is. They're like photocopies. If you photocopy a photocopy and then keep on going, eventually it'll be so faint that you can't even tell what it is. That's what it's like. Funny funny-ish, not funny. What the fuck's this? Get some new blood on, and I don't mean just new people. People who are funny, who have done their biz, their chops on the actual circuit, playing into people in rough ass places. Get them on. Not people who've been to Edinburgh and done a show for the first thing, you know what I mean? I decided, I woke up one day, I wanted to be a stand-up comedian, so I booked a month in Edinburgh. Papa paid for me. Well done, well done. More working class comedians. Loads more. Go to Liverpool, Newcastle, Birmingham, fucking hell, man. Glasgow. Go to all these places, just go and find genuine funny people. They must exist. Ali, 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 ooh. Looked like a great day for you. Oh, Ali, it was gorgeous today. It was gorgeous. With a capital gorge. Right. I am very quickly losing my fucking patience with this. Right, I'm not plugging it back in for the time being. Restart. What do you call me? Restart my phone and see if this bloody thing will upload, because it's doing me head in. Saw Jade Franks at the Everyman. Who's Jade Franks? I see, that's the problem. I've got no idea, man. 5-star Edinburgh show. Cambridge graduate. Scouser doing self-deprecating things about being a Scouser in Cambridge. Alright. It was alright. It's alright. There's got to be some danger. Where's the next weird or dangerous comedian coming from? James Acaster, whether you like him or not, is someone who at least tries something different. His last couple of shows, the best one I think out there who will not get invited onto any show is Daniel Sloss. Absolute genius of a lad. So funny. And will test your patience if you're not someone who knows what's going on. Does a brilliant thing. He's got a couple of Netflix specials. One's called Dark, because it is bloody dark as well. And he talks about his sister. He's got a disabled sister. And he talks about laughing at her. But he says the difference is... Oh, I don't know. He proper goes into detail. It's not just laughing at her to be nasty. It's laughing because she's funny. She's just one of us. She's one of the family. And we laugh about stuff together. But he then starts testing the audience as to whether or not you think it's a good thing to laugh at disabled people or not. Because it's more nuanced than people give it credit for. I like stuff like that. He's also quite an ally to a lot of people, I think, which is fantastic. You might have saw him on Mock the Week fucking years ago, though. Oh, hang on. Feedback. Oh. Staticky feedback. Can we get rid of that? Sorry. Daniel Sloss pops up on your feed every day. He's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I like him a lot. Just intelligent, funny. Can't hear it now. It might be the mobile phone. My mobile phone. Upload, you bastard. It's a 4-minute video. How the fuck can it take an hour and 42 minutes to upload? You absolute pack of knobheads. The moonlight, isn't it beautiful? That's coming from the back of the lighthouse. Right next to Willem de Feur. It's all good in the hub. Mock the Week was great for the up-and-coming comedians. Yeah, but again, you've got to be careful not to put too many on at the same time. Too many new comedians. There's ones that were on there, stayed on for a while, and then they sort of found their feet. That's fine, but too many at the same time, I think, just diluted it too much. For me, anyway. Used to have the PC upload. Oh yeah, I remember that as well. Back in the day. On dial-up, proper dial-up. Fucking hell, man. It's mad, isn't it? I tried to download an album back in 90 odd. 90 odd. And it took me days because it was going back on. It downloaded a little bit. Whoever was on went off, so you had to wait for them to come back on. Download a little bit. And download an entire album. Just click, download, there you go, it's done. A second, if that. It's mad. It's a different world, you know. A long time ago, when we was fab. Silver's mum and other siblings still under your house. Are they still under there? Fucking hell. Mark the Week is on YouTube now. I've seen that. The UK TLC UK channel. It's also on TLC on the telly as well. On the TLC channel. Just watching the clips and things. I wouldn't watch 5 minutes of this shite. Just don't like the comedians who are on there. Must be me getting old. I was talking about this earlier on as well. It must be me getting old. I don't want it to be me getting old, but it must be me getting old. We have this laugh, me and Jess, in the car of a morning with the same thing over and over again. Whenever I say something which sounds slightly nostalgic, I'll suddenly go into, I remember when all this went out but fields, and look away wistfully, which is not good when you're driving. But football used to be better when I was younger because it was more of a people's game. It was more accessible. There was Mavericks who were playing. We don't have that anymore. They're all polished robots. And for me, it's the same with music's the same. Comedy. Actors. There's no working class. There's no dirt anymore. It's all polished. People are coming out of uni having done 3 years of stand-up comedy as the dissertation. There's no grime. You need a bit of grime. If you don't have a bit of grit, you don't get a pearl. A pearl needs a grit to grow around. I think it's the same with comedy. You need something. There's got to be something which is unpolished. Otherwise, it's near bleeding good. Near bleeding good. More grit, less shit. Never had dial-up because your mum didn't agree to get internet until 2008. Your mates had it much earlier on. Schoolmates had an engineer dad. The internet in 96. Yeah, I think we had ours in, Windows 95. So it was before Windows 98. It must have been 96 or 97 as well. Talking about this earlier on to someone. Kids struggle. Kids struggle just in loads of things these days. How to talk to people. What else? I was just thinking about it, and they've missed out on loads. They don't realise that sometimes a little bit of a struggle is better for you. They've grown up in that era. My daughter's grown up in that era where you have a phone. Are you bored? Yeah. There's a show round the corner. Sounds good. I've ordered 4 tickets. I've ordered an Uber. It's just round the corner. I can see where it is. You know, Dave is picking us up. I've paid for it in front already. Do you want to send me the money? Yeah, we'll send you the money now. Everyone just sends the money straight away. That's all you've got. It's everything is in front of you. We didn't have any of that. I grew up in the days before the internet and before mobile phones. Even when I was her age, when I was 20, which would have been 1993, mobile phones were not out for everybody. The internet wasn't out for everybody. If we wanted to go anywhere, we'd have to say to your mates, are you going out on Friday? Should we go out? Yeah, we'll go out on Friday. Okay, I will pick you up at 7:30 at yours. And then I'd walk a mile to my mate's house. And then pick him up. And we'd walk from his house another mile to pick up another mate. And then we'd walk 2 miles to go to the pub. On the way there, we'd have other mates who were walking from other parts of Liverpool. And we'd meet up in Mossley Hill, go to Cascades, have a few beers, have a catch-up. Then, if there was any girls there, like my mate Neil, his sister used to go, but they lived in the same house. So he'd walk her home, obviously. there'd be other girls there, and each one of us would walk one of them home, or a couple of us would walk them home, make sure they got home. Then whoever was the furthest away would walk with the other lads until they got in. Last one goes home on their own. But before we left, are we going out tomorrow night? Yeah, sound. I'll pick you up at 7:30. We had to do it that way. It's not as just, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do that. We wanted to go and see a show. We'd have to go and walk around to your mate's house, talk about it. Right, I went to see the Stone Roses. My mate brought it in. It was in the NME, I think it was. He went, look at this. Stone Roses are playing a gig at Spike Island. Should we go? Yeah, go ahead. None of us have got any money. Well, we had, the money to pay for it, but none of us had like credit cards or anything like that. It was years ago. You couldn't pay by bank transfer. So Eddie's dad went, well, I'll pay for it for you. Just give us the money back. Eddie's dad paid for the tickets. So I think my dad might have dropped us off there. Neil's mum come and pick us up. But it was all sorted out in advance. You can't just get on your phone and sort it. Kids don't know what the struggles we had. That's what made us. That's why we can fix things. That's why we can do stuff. Know what I mean? Silver has a parent out there, but think that's a dad. Deadbeat dad, out and about, up to no good with other kittens. Terrible behaviour. Never saw any siblings. Losing the plot here. You have the mum of the brothers from 18 months ago inside with him. Oh, most kittens have shown up alone over the years. Love pearls. I can imagine you're a pearl kind of girl. Do you like a pearl necklace, Christine, do you? You had internet late 90s for school. Missed those days. Sam, I do as well. It's too easy now. Everything's too easy. It's in your pocket. And because it's in your pocket, it's there. You miss out everything that's going on around you. Or kids these days do anyway. Kids. See how old they sound? Bloody kids. They miss out on everything. There can be something going on in front of them. Once in a lifetime thing that's going on in front of them. And they're looking at it through a screen. Recording it. Or live streaming it. Just do that. Look. With your own eyes. Some other prick's recording it anyway, so just watch it, see what's happening. Do you see the moon landing? Yeah. Fuck's sake. Knobheads. You sent your first email in 1997. Did you feel, I don't know, Space 1999? 2001. Way beyond all that, aren't we? It did seem very, very futuristic. What? Someone at the other side of the world will be able to read this. Really? Really? Love the idea there's a secret feline network of hushed meows and surreptitious purps who guide lost lonely kittens to Mama Sam's where they will be loved. It's the kitten god, isn't it? Or maybe Sam is the kitten goddess. Could be what it is. They find their way. Like turtles. Turtles use magnetic, don't they? The magnet earth thing. Stuff like that. I don't know. I was going somewhere with that and I lost maps before I got there. You and your sisters really tried to convince your mum to get internet over the years. Never worked. It worked very easily in our house. My dad's a very, very interested kind of person. He loves anything, any information. Loves watching sort of nature documentaries on TV. Anything where he can learn stuff, he loves. So I just said to him, the internet. Be able to send emails, go on websites, do this, do that, all right, fair enough. And then he's never off it now. It's like eclipses, yeah. People film the eclipse, but far more interesting to film animals during it. Never thought of that. The behaviour of birds during an eclipse. I have more than one camera. I wonder. I wonder. Could I do that? Could I whack a really good ND filter on one of the cameras, film the actual eclipse, but then keep an eye out? When I know it's about to hit. There's always birds around here. There's birds in the trees who seem to whisper Louise. So I'll be able to record them as well. I'll try that when we have our next one. We could do that. We could make this happen. There could be a whisper network. There could be a kitten whisper network. I saw them supporting Amar Radius in Toronto in '72. Interesting band. It's currently not hushed purrs there, but more a cat behind you teeing up a fair ball. Ich. I could. Yeah, that's the thing as well, isn't it? There's always people, genuinely fantastic professionals, will capture footage of the eclipse. But this is what I saw. Good, because I saw what he actually recorded. You didn't, because you were doing that. Knobheads. And thankfully, the last big one was 1999, wasn't it? And we were in a pub. Me and Sparky were cleaning the place up of a morning. Weren't even going outside to look, just in the pub, cleaning up before we opened. And the next thing you know, it was night time outside. Just for a few minutes, it was proper night time. And it was eerie AF. Because the birds stopped singing straight away. As if to say, ooh, night, gone. Bizarre, man. It was the twilight bark in 101 Dalmatians. It's the Whisper Whisker Network in Texas. Good job it's not Waco, isn't it? Because otherwise I'd be lost with that. Got some folklore here about a rough outline of a cat's face left by hobos near homes with being given food or shelter. Oh man, kind-hearted woman lives here. I like the idea of that. Ali Ali-O. BRB. There's a whole array of symbols, is there? Hobo communication marks. Do we need to look into this? Is this going to be a topic? Will you be allowed to do hobo topics on the internet? Will YouTube see their arse over this? Can we compare American itinerants to UK and Ireland itinerants? We could do, couldn't we? Have a tramp off. Top tramps. Oh, can we make that? Top trumps, but for tramps. Top tramps. Fuck me, that'd be brilliant. Let's make that. He's got better neck tattoos, yeah, but he's got more teeth. He's got 6, he's got 4. The boss will do that. Muy interesante. It should be Whisper World Wide Web, as hosted by William Woolard, who we talked about earlier on. World Wide Web will waste Welsh well water, warns William Woolard. Tramp means stamp in Danish. Tramp stamp. Stump, not stamp. Stump. So a little bit of a tree left over as a tramp. What? Top tramps, would it not work? I think it'd be brilliant. Like, oh, right, my go next. How many strings has he got on his guitar? 2. This fella's got 4, mate. I mean, fair enough. 3 of them a day, but just, he's got 4 compared to 2. I win that one, lad. I win that one. Next, my one shits in an Aldi bag. Harrods! You win that one, lad. I was totally stumping on a tramp, man. Totally stumped. Dan, how you doing, mate? I bet you are absolutely buzzing after your result today. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. They are one of the worst. Well, they are the worst Liverpool team I have seen in a long, long time. Bloody awful. And then we just weren't good enough. We were brilliant for times, little bits during the game, but not good enough overall. But it was a lovely day, lovely and sunny. There was kayaks out and all kinds. It was boss. And I got a free coffee, which I think, in the words of Bruce Forsyth, was, "Are you right, Brucey bonus?" Christine, you are stumped. Have you been stumped? Our game was on in your concourse and they got a big boo when he scored. They got a fairly big boo when he scored in ours as well. And Van Dijk got bottles launched at him, which I think is going to come back and haunt us. Definitely a race to the finish. And you'd have to say, City have got the gumption, haven't they, normally, City? Arsenal, a bit of a bottle job. City are just an absolute machine when they get going. Free coffee, Christine, free coffee. The van, when I got there this morning, the fellow who runs it, to Brummy, really nice fellow, he goes all over the country as well. Not just that one place. How you, mate? How you doing? Black Americano, isn't it? No milk or anything, yeah. Brilliant. Got talking to him about the game like I normally do. He went, I'm trying to reset me till and everything. Because he's got you can do it on your phone. And you get a little bit of a reader. So you just pay via that. So I'm trying to reset everything. It's not working. Yeah, I'll have that on me. It's not a problem. So, oh, cheers, mate. You are a regular, so. I said you are a regular, or he might have said you are irregular. So I got a free coffee out of him today, which was lovely. How warm was it? It was boiling hot. It was lovely. Very tasty. Oh, you mean the weather? He said it was 12, 13 degrees Celsius. It felt a lot warmer than that. It was lovely. Bloody beautiful. Yeah, I didn't have a card stamped or anything, but I got a free coffee out of him. And see, this is what happens when you talk to people and you're nice to them. Other people just have a tendency to walk past or cover me. That's it. Having a nice conversation with the fella. Doesn't take much, does it? If we could roll over for you in a few weeks, you'd be very grateful. If we can. If we're still trying to go, we're not going to go for Champions League, are we? Not a chance. We've blown that. Other teams are winning, we're not. I can only assume that Erling Haaland will score about 12 past us. And the ground will be empty by half time. People crying. Yeah, but then you never know with Everton. We could beat you 4-0 or something, and we are just absolutely schizophrenic, that team. When we're good, we're very, very good. But when we're bad, we're horrid. But you never know. Sunset in Southport today was 8:21 in the blessed PM. It was lovely. Today has been a truly gorgeous day. Today would have been a really nice day to go to the beach. And the moon is looking amazing. The tiniest sliver of a moon. Tiniest. And there's fireworks going off. Sun in Southport at noon is now around the height of the sun gets at midsummer on the southern edge of the Arctic Circle. That is beyond random, that, Casper. Yeah, don't want any recaps of Tom Davis slotting the fourth. Wasn't just the slotting past you, was it? It was the what did he call it? The little trap inside and everything. Tom Davis, man, when he first started, he looked such a player. What happened apart from injuries and chopsticks? Oh, Lula Benettini, cover your ears, or get ready to run to the bathroom. Oh man, my throat's gone, my throat's fecked. 47 degrees above the horizon. Ooh. Yeah, he's leaving Sheffield United this summer, is Tom, who is the nephew of one of my dad's teammates at Wrexham. Graham Whittle. Very, very good player. Alan Whittle's brother, obviously. Yeah. There was, when my dad played, there was him, David Smallman and Graham Whittle, and they were scoring like 30 goals each every season, banging them in, playing in European competition, smashing it. Which is why, like I say, Mickey Thomas is getting pissed off with the whole Hollywood shit, because they're just forgetting their actual history. Actual history. Paul Mullen's a legend. He's fucking not a legend. Scored all his goals in non-league. I'm 53 and had a stroke. I can score in non-league. Fucking hell, man. My dad did it in Europe. FA Cup games. Giant killings. Welsh Cup finals. When he stood there and the hairs on the back of his neck were standing up as he was hearing so many thousand people singing Sospan Var, Merry on a Tar. And he got in, what a song that is. What does it mean? Little saucepan on the fire. What? Welsh. Fucking mental, Mandy. It is a tune, that though, isn't it? Like 40-odd thousand people probably at Cardiff Arms Park or wherever it was at the time. In the 70s, all giving it the beans. See, that's why Wrexham were in the European Cup Winners' Cup every year. They played in the FA Cup in England, but also the Welsh Cup. And used to win it most seasons, because Cardiff and Swansea weren't really asked. So we got to play against the likes of Anderlecht, Star Rezov. So, not bad. That's a legend. When he played Anderlecht in Bruges, was it Bruges? Was it Brussels? One or the other, isn't it? I can't remember. He battered them everywhere, won every header, and they wanted to sign him. Offered him loads of money, a free house and a Porsche, and he was only a teenager at the time. John Neal said, "There's not a chance you're going there. You're not old enough yet. Give it a few years, and we'll have a look again." He went, "All right, yeah, boss." So instead, Anderlecht went and signed Duncan McKenzie. Duncan McKenzie was second choice. Then in '82, we were stood on the centre circle at Stamford Bridge, and Ken Bates said, "We want to sign you." And he kept saying to him, "How much am I on a week?" "Don't worry about that." "No, how much am I on a week?" "Oh, we'll sort that out, don't worry about that." "I want to ask you one more time, how much am I on a week?" "I'll give you a blank cheque if he goes back into the first division. You're nothing but a second-hand car dealer now, fuck off. Give us me expenses." On a plane to Netherlands. Great decision. So they went and signed Kerry Dixon instead. Second choice. How boss is that? All true, this, by the way. Coming from my forthcoming book. Saucepan Var and Berry Aratar. Yeah. Little saucepan on the fire, isn't it? Isn't it? Where was you going when I saw you coming back? Don't know, man, fucking mean, hadn't I? Whose coat is this jacket? Sorry, just have a go with the Welsh. Sorry, Mandy. I've got a lot of time for the Welsh, obviously. Spending my first 4 years in the Principality. Bore da, children. Bore da, Mrs. Wilson. My first teacher, Mrs. Wilson. Why can I remember her name but virtually no other teachers? Apart from Jan van der Poel, obviously. In Nederland. Jouwer. And Neil Dewsnip, who's now back at Everton as some kind of technical director of the academy, I think. He was my games teacher. Lovely lad. Lovely lad. Just, I was watching an American reactor. He was doing clips about different US breaders to European bread. It's a clip of a US person running water. Oh, yeah. The US bread, yeah, it's like a sponge, didn't break or squish up. I've seen a few of them. Also, speaking of that, slightly different but the same thing is, have you seen Red Bus Russ, is it? The American fellow who lives in the UK. It's fun being British, that's his tagline. He done one the other day, showing you what he was like when he first moved to the UK, compared to what he's like now. And he done it as a sort of month by monthish kind of thing, and you can see the weight just drops off him. He's almost halved his weight, £300 to about 170 something, and he looks fantastic on it. All because the foods he's eating is healthier, it's fresher, because it doesn't last for 7 or 8 days. You've got a day to eat it, otherwise it goes off because there's no pesticides and preservatives and what have you. But he looks amazing. He's walking more because you obviously in the States you can't walk anywhere really unless you're in the likes of New York, I suppose. Isn't it? You've got to drive because everywhere's 6 million miles away. Just looks amazing. The food doesn't suck over here either, no matter what these people say. Food's boss, man. Because see, he actually looks. Red Bus Russ, he's fantastic. He's funny. He loves the UK, but he's got a nice comedic twist on what he does, and he's always got a bit of a glint in his eye, so you can tell he's one of those. He looks like he's a bit mischievous, but he's absolutely fantastic. Just seeing the change in him. He looks brighter. No, sometimes you see someone's face from years ago, and then look at them as they are now, or sorry, the other way around. Look at them as they are now. Look at the way they were and think, whoa, man, you looked fucking awful back then. You looked like you'd given up. There was no fire in your eye, just nothing about you. Whereas now, every time you look at him, he's like big smile on his face, like I say, glint in his eye. Genuinely seems to be happy being alive. I like that. There's a few over here at the moment, isn't there? And they all make videos comparing the US to the UK and whatever. All strange things I've found since I've been in the UK. I find some of them quite interesting. Things that we take for granted. Think, why is this strange to you? And then they explain it. You go, right, that'll be why then, Moni. That'll be why. Like the walking, I didn't realise how much of a thing that is. How little walking people do in the States. And people who do walk have a tendency to have to drive somewhere to go for a walk. That blows my mind at times. We still do it. People will drive from Southport to Lake District or North Wales or somewhere to go on a walk. But you don't have to. You can just walk out the house. I mean, I live 2 miles away from the beach, which is part of the Prince Charles coastal path. In theory, you can walk the entirety of the coast of the UK. Or Great Britain, rather. Because you can't really walk over to Northern Ireland, can you? Don't need to do anything else, just off you go. Seen a blonde guy that moved to the UK, an African American guy. But there's an African American guy who's over here as well. He's got a nose piercing. I think he's living in Bristol at the moment. I like him as well. He's another one that seems to have genuinely grasped the UK. Just proper, let's go into it, let's have a look what we can do. He's happy because his family are being looked after. He feels that they're in a better place, not having to worry about active shooter drills and things like that, and he's happy with the food much better, and they're getting more exercise and all that stuff as well. I like it when people come over and instead of just being annoyed that they can't find what they have at home, change it slightly. Just think, well, I can't get what I had at home. What can I have that makes me feel comfortable? What can I eat? Can I find something that's over here that I like? I'll try stuff. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Loads of these do it. How was I going to live without, In-N-Out burger or something? So I went to a local place and they do fantastic stuff. And while I've been here, I've tried a pan of scouse. I've tried this. I've tried that. I like that. Go somewhere. Try. Blonde guy did a collab with a Brit that now lives in Illinois. Illinois. That must be mad for a Brit going to live over there, man. At the moment, anyway. You keep getting ads on IG for Aussie Gear pop-up chairs. What a day. Saying you walk and push bike everywhere. We can tell you do that because you fucking like that, man. 2 more belly buttons, you'd look like a flute. Shane is very lean. Very lean. Same there in Denmark as well. People who move there talk about the funny and different stuff you do as Danes. Do you notice after moving it? But there's the thing as well. There's ways of looking at it. You either look at it and think, this is just weird. I can't take it. I'm going back home. You'll moan about it, and there's loads of people moaning about the UK. I can't get this, I can't get that. It rains. Of course it fucking rains. We're high up in the north, surrounded by water. We've got hot air coming from one part of the world, cold air coming from the other part of the world. It fucking rains here all the time. Ireland is called the Emerald Isle because it's covered in green. How do you get green? Water and sun. This should not come as a surprise to you. I couldn't bring my gun over with me. Yeah, you can't. Did you not look at that before you came over? You don't have guns? No. Get used to it. Either embrace the life or don't come over in the first place. Someone was going on about they couldn't find any nice food in Manchester. Fuck right off, mate. Any big city in the UK, you will find elite level food in the UK, definitely. People just don't look for it. We went to a hotel and there wasn't a Mackey's round the corner. I couldn't find any decent food. Really. So the Michelin-starred chef that has a restaurant down the road from you, never went there. No. UK food sucks. Give it a fucking go, dickhead. And you know it works because of all these people that are on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I moved to the UK, this blew my mind. They're all doing it. They love it. Not just the UK, people are moving all around the world. And not just people from the States either. People from England are moving to Bali and places like that. This is different, but I love it. It's a new experience. UK has a lot of coasts, yeah, same as Denmark. There was a part of a long walking trail about 20 kilometres around the sea inlet. Very walkable. The entire coast of Great Britain is now walkable. As it should be. And places where it changes because part of coastal erosion, part of it falls off, they've already put into place agreements with farmers and things like that. Will move the path further in. That's the way it should be. Should be our country, not fucking theirs anyway. But I like that. If you've got somewhere where you've got coast, and the States has got plenty of coast as well, go and visit. Walk as far as you can. Go and see how the world changes. Boss, man. They weren't opening their eyes. Absolutely, Alio. Don't care for watching most of the Americans that have moved to the Philippines or Thailand. Yeah, often quite conservative and seem, a bit unsavoury. But those who go abroad and genuinely have a look at what's going on and try to integrate and have the experience, I think you gain from doing that. You learn from doing it. And if you tend to go home afterwards and think, well, that place was awful, this is the best country in the world, at least then you can say, well, I've been somewhere else. I tried it. It wasn't for me. But I can't just sit here and say, oh, the UK is the best country in the world if I've never been to anywhere else. You know what I mean? I have been to other places and it's definitely not better than some places I've been to. It's definitely way better than other places I've been to. But you've got to go and experience things. I also meant that most coast is walkable, even the private owned stretches. Isn't that brilliant? It's the way it should be. It shouldn't be privately owned anyway in the first bloody place, but yeah, UK the best. And it's kayakable. I just listened to an audiobook about some fella, the frayed Atlantic edge, where he was kayaking around Orkneys, Shetlands, Scotland, Northern Ireland, into Cornwall as well. And he was talking about all the development of tribes, religion, all the other bits and pieces, language, music, all that. It's brilliant. Everyone's taste buds are different. They are. And those, again, Americans quite a lot moan about no spice. Well, you can't take over a quarter of the globe eating spicy food. To do that, you have to have stodgy stuff. That's how empires are built, on stodge, not on spice. We do have spice because we took over loads of places in the world that have them. But general day to day, living on a small collection of islands high up on the planet, you can't just sit there eating spicy food all day. You need to have stuff that sticks to your bones. And a lot of them, if they come over here moaning about there's no spice and you take them for something to eat, you'll blow their fucking heads off, because we eat loads of really, really hot and spicy stuff. We just don't advertise it that much. And if you're from the States, and especially from the south part of the States, well, we've got loads of spices. Of course you have. Look at where you are in the world compared to us. Simple, isn't it? You can go to Southeast Asia, you can go to South Asia, the subcontinent. They eat a lot of spice, lots of hot stuff. Sam, you've been watching an American woman that moved to Germany. She's dropped off for a few months now. Always explaining how much better healthcare was. I've seen a couple of American women in Germany doing the same thing. Yeah. The healthcare, the work, guaranteed time off every year. When you finish at 5 o'clock, you finish at 5 o'clock. No hustle culture. Free healthcare, free education, free university, free Nelson Mandela, free Willie. Well, you can get free will anywhere, can't you, really? Yeah, it all depends on what you want as well. The UK, the US, we have this thing where, like, uni and healthcare is there to take money off people. That seems like a really short-term thing. We'll pay you back. We'll have to pay you back we used to have a grant, but nowadays you've got to have a loan, student loan. They'll pay it back, we'll make money on that, okay? Loads of people are not going to go because they can't afford it. Now we'll have a less intelligent selection of people in the world, especially in our country. When we had a grant, people who wouldn't normally go and do stuff like that went to uni. Even if they never left with a master's or whatever, they got an education while they were there. We ended up with people who were fairly intelligent. And if you invest in healthcare as well, you've then got a workforce who's healthy, who are not constantly off work because they're ill. This is investing in your people. More intelligent, healthier people will provide more than thick fuckers who are constantly ill. Jess, if you're watching Jess with your headaches, you never think of it like that. Keep people thick as shit so we can control them and we can take as much money off them as possible. That doesn't work. Your best economies normally try and rely on some intelligent people. And the States is a really, really vibrant economy. But you have to import a lot of people into Silicon Valley, into rocket technology, anything like that. There's a lot of people who are cherry-picked more around the world rather than paying and making sure that your own people have the opportunity to go and work there as well. We do it all the time. We've completely fucked it up. One generation of people completely fucked it up for everyone. Well, two did. My parents' generation and mine. They had everything, the baby boomers, absolutely everything. If they got sacked, they could just walk across the road into another job. Completely different job. Just walk in and start. A family with one person working, just one person, one man working, because women never used to work. They weren't allowed to work. They would look after the kids. One man would work and they would buy a house with just his wage. Nowadays, two of you working on median income can't afford to buy a house. People are thick as shit, so they can't even get decent jobs. Stupid, man. The more people on better jobs earning more money, the more tax goes back into the system. The more problems are solved. No, not that way. Fleece them, fleece them, fleece them. When you see an English person eating baked potato with cheese and nothing else, you want to put a hand on their shoulder and say, water's over, man. Don't have to live like this anymore. Oh, some people like it, though. Simplicity, you see. Sometimes you need the simple. Don't gild the lily. Money spent on prevention, education, health and infrastructure. It does. And we know it does. They know it does. But they act as if they don't. There's so much we could do if the right people were in charge. And I don't just mean politicians. I mean people who run newspapers, billionaires who own companies that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. If the right people were in charge, like more Warren Buffetts rather than Elon Musk's, we'd have been a much better place. Know what I mean? That's you told them. Exactly. Cheese and potato. Cheese and potato. Ali Ali out. Nobody's born. We more chérie. Have a good week at work. Don't be running. No running in the morning, you. All right. Tie your shoelaces. Oh, still hot. Still open. Window still open. Both windows still open. Shows you what a nice night it is. Although I might have to close them soon, because otherwise, you never know. Do you eat it on its own? Or do you put anything else on? I think most people with cheese on baked potatoes normally put beans on as well, don't they? That's not a combination I particularly like. Cheese and beans. Whereas cheesy peas, no. I don't eat much cheese these days. Not much at all. I think I might need to improve my diet again though. I was doing alright for a while. I've let a few things creep in that shouldn't be in there. More sweet stuff. More easily picked up stuff. Meats and cheeses always pleases. Can't beat a bit of bob. You like some sour cream or yoghurt, chives and bacon crumbles. That's a very, very American thing to do, that. Yeah, sour cream. I don't really eat jacket potatoes, baked potatoes. I think the last one I had was from Costco in Liverpool, mate. Where they put chili con carne over the top of it. That was nice, actually. Baked potato with chili on top. That had something else with it as well. That was alright, that. Just not a massive potato eater. I got so sick of them after I come out of hospital. Seemed to be potatoes for every meal. It's like, you know what? This is not the 1800s. Just give me something else. Every photo of potato over here looks like it's got sour cream and chives on it. Right. Our house would have beans on most of the time. You might go back out tomorrow for a live from the river. If the weather's nice, about 3 p.m. Ah, nice one. Look forward to that, mate. What am I on tomorrow, Monday? Oh, I'm not on the phones tomorrow. I'll watch that. Butter, cheese, ham, coleslaw, mayo. Proper crunchy oven baked spud. Proper oven one. Bit of butter as well, yeah. Whip your knob out. Your knob of butter, that is, obviously. They used to be quite popular, didn't they? Jacket potatoes. There's a place in Liverpool called Spud Bros. When they opened the shop in Liverpool, there was queues around the block, people waiting to get in there for a fucking baked potato. Don't know. Used to have them when kids from out the bonfire. Yeah, I used to like that as well, actually. I don't know why. Why is it different? Because they were definitely different. Is it because you were outside? And the smell of the bonfire and the smell of the fireworks. Was there something to do with that? the cool air. It's not the same as just being in your kitchen, is it? You're definitely much better. You can only think of one dish you have there where the potato isn't the mandatory side, but the main part. It's a dish called Burning Love. Buttery mash with bacon on top. If you've got burning love, you need natural yogurt on top, to be honest with you. The main part of it. Buttery mash and bacon. That sounds very Irish. They've got Culcannon and stuff like that, haven't they? That sounds like something an Irish mammy would make for you. Burning love. Coleslaw, not sure that's common there. Definitely not mayo. Might have cooked cabbage or sauerkraut. Coleslaw used to be really popular on baked potatoes as well. Don't mind a bit of coleslaw. You like the sound of that? There you go. Bit of yum, double yum there by the sound of it. Buttery mash with bacon. Yeah, not a big fan, but to be honest with you, that sounds like something I would definitely eat. Don't mind a bit of mash now and then. Just I find potatoes fairly heavy. Don't know. I don't know. Was eating loads of them, as I say, got out of hospital, just potato after potato after potato, and my body was screaming at me. Brown bread, salad leaves, pasta, give me anything. Oh, bloody thing, hang on. I can't see. Just fingerprinted my own glasses. Pain in the arse. It's quite good. Yeah, I'll give it a go. Everyone try and give it a go and see what happens. Yeah, outside with fireworks, yeah. Once you set the shed alight, too many rockets at once. Kids now hate them. I'm not surprised. That's a bonfire and a half, that though, isn't it? Well, you said you wanted a bonfire, look. Half the street's on fire. Ask Mrs. Tom if she wants to try some soon. There you go. Let us know. If anyone tries it, let us know. And also let Casper know. How did it go? Do y'all ever try broccoli and cheese baked potatoes? Maybe next comment after sour cream, chives and bacon. Broccoli and cheese baked potatoes. Have we tried that? Do we have anything like that? Broccoli and cheese. Is that any different to like cauliflower cheese? It's the same kind of idea behind it. You also have skipper lobscouse. Scouse. Same origin as the word scouse it does. And you've got lapscouse in other places around there. Scouse, lad. Yeah, we know the history of it over here. It's something we got taught recently. People didn't realise. Every so many years we've got to tell Scousers this actually comes from other places. Denmark, Germany, Norway, Sweden. Loads of places around the Baltic. They don't even... Latvia and Estonia have got something similar as well, haven't they? They converted one of the Lower East concession kitchens into a baked potato place. You will not be bothering trying to sell baked potatoes in the Lower East Side. You out of your fucking mind, you fucking muck. 2 fire engines to put it out. That's a proper blaze, man. Oh, you used to have salad that your mum made with broccoli and bacon. Broccoli and bacon sounds like a good combination. I don't know, there's something about those two I think would be fairly complementary. It might be the colours to begin with. Cream cheese, yeah. Cream cheese and chives. Always sound better than a Brummie accent. Those used to be crisps in the pub that we had. Roast ham and pickle. No, roast beef and mustard. Smoked ham and pickle. Cream cheese and chives. Smoky bacon. all crisps sound better than a Brummie accent. Fact. Sure, our ancestors had a lot of lab scouse. They did. That's why the scouse is everywhere, lad. See, it's that kind of meal. That's the thing. The thing that fuels sailors and submariners and things like that. That's how you take over half the planet. That's how you get around places. Not with grits and spicy, whatever, spicy wings and stuff like that. That doesn't feed the machine. Doesn't feed it. You need to have big, thick, heavy stuff. Stews, man. Lots of potatoes. Things that you can go marching on for hours. Can't do that on crayfish, can you? Filet gumbo. Nah, mate. Sorry, it might be spicy, but you'll be shitting bisto for a week while you're on the battlefield. Not a chance. I think for a few decades, 50s to the 70s, Campbell's cream soups were used in many casseroles, and broccoli and cheese was one of the soups. Ah, right. So because of that, that just became something that's in your mind. Broccoli and cheese, bang, there you go. We'll use it. Yeah, you know what, I can imagine that. I think, well, that's sort of what happened with chicken tikka, wasn't it? Someone said they wanted chicken tikka and didn't realise it was a dry chicken. They wanted some kind of sauce around it. Can you make me a sauce for that? All right, yeah. They just got a tin of tomato soup and put spices in it. And that's how we made chicken tikka masala. Masala just means sauce. Must be the same kind of thing. They're a good base, aren't these soups? Because you can do loads with them. They're like a bit of a blank canvas. Already got taste and flavour in there and what have you. There's already goodness in there. Just add. Use as the base. That's a good idea. Casseroles are brilliant for stuff like that. My granddad used to make pea soup, split pea soup. And everything that didn't move in the house got thrown in the stuff. You'd have a ham shank in the soup. Now, you'd use a ham shank to make the soup to begin with. You didn't have a ham shank in the soup. Dry chips so you drink more. No, the worst thing is for that, genuinely, the worst thing for making you drink more is cheese and black pudding. And horrific combination. You could have a bit of cheese, wouldn't be a problem. You'd have a bit of black pudding, you'd be a little bit thirsty. A bit of each, it is turbocharged. We used to do it in the pub all the time. Little cocktail sticks with blocks of cheese, blocks of black pudding, and you'd watch the take go through the roof. People just sat there having pint after pint, trying to unthirst themselves. Yes, we were that cynical. Pissing me off, you know. Is there something going on in Southport tonight? Fireworks, that's fireworks. Oh, hang on. Casper.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Is that right? 34. I'm sure you reached that last week, didn't you? Let me just check. Let me just check. No, level 34 it is, yeah. Ah, right. Yeah, I know where we are. I know where we are. Are you watching an American guy who cooks? He made a cake with a tin of tomato soup. It doesn't sound good to me, but tomato is sweet. A common church funeral potluck dishes: cream of mushroom soup with green beans, sometimes with crisp dried onions from a vacuum-packed can. Oh, I don't know. Sounds all right, I suppose. You split your peas making this hand shandy soups. Dig in, folks. Dig in. Yeah, he seemed to like it. Think of it like carrot cake. Carrot is naturally sweet, which is why it works well in cake. It's very moist. very moist, which is good for making cake. So maybe the tomato soup is sweet and also very moist, which helps. There were cookbooks from Campbell's for adding their soups to everything. Obviously. But by the sounds of it, Sam, it's not just a selling thing, is it? Trying to sell more soup. It's genuine. You can use this and add that. And suppose if you were struggling for cash a little bit or struggling for ideas, to just have a tin of soup, which should be fairly cheap. You can add loads to it and it's healthy, it's thick, sort of filling. You could do loads with it, couldn't you? You'll have cream and jam in yours, in your cake. Are we talking about it, what are they? Sponge? I can't even think of the fucking name of those bastards now. Carrot cake's nice, I like that. But I think I'm starting to lean towards more spongy things. Oh, by the way, I had a birthday cake. Did I tell you? A Colin the Caterpillar knockoff from Tesco. My sister bought me. I've never had a birthday cake since I was a child. But it's a tradition in this house. With everyone else, on your birthday, you get a caterpillar cake. I got a caterpillar cake. I had a slice thereof. Velveeta did the same when they entered the market. Ultra-processed, easily melted cheese was in everything very, very soon. Horrible by the sound of it. Nah, steer clear of that stuff. Anyone remember the B-Row recipe books? What were they? I remember something from something else. That's the most pointless fucking phrase ever committed to the airwaves, isn't it? A box, a yellow plastic with a clear plastic lid. Used to lift up and there was loads of little recipe cards in it. Now I can't remember what it was, but it's just come to mind. Yeah, no, I don't know. What were they, Mandy? What were they? Go on, let me know. Go on. You only seen caterpillar cakes when Bake Off had contestants make one. They are very much a tradition over here in the UK for kids. 53, I bought you the cake, for fuck's sake. But my dad and my mum, both 74 this year, they will get caterpillar cakes on their birthdays. It's the way my sister especially does things. You've got to have a cake on your birthday. There's such a huge British institution. Again, we've had loads of institutions tonight, haven't we? Everyone's had a caterpillar cake at some point. Or been to someone's house when it was their birthday. Do you want a bit of cake? No, thank you. It's a caterpillar cake. Oh, go on, I will do. You had that on your birthday as well. The boss, aren't they? To the point where, did he check to see whether or not you bought a birthday card with it? Or are you allowed to buy caterpillar cakes on non-birthday occasions? Could you just, for instance, I don't know, if you were sat at home watching Cheech and Chong films and decided you were starting to feel slightly hungry, could you just go and buy a caterpillar cake and sit there and eat it yourself? Would anyone ever go at you for doing that? They are cute. They are really cute. There was a huge legal wrangle over caterpillar cakes. It went to court, massive court case. Because they used to have Colin the Caterpillar, which was at Marks and Spencer's. Then all of a sudden there was Colin the Caterpillar, which was Aldi, was it? So we made the caterpillar cake. You can't just steal our idea. And it went, and there was back and forth. There was all kinds of kerfuffles. The mafia might have been involved at some point. I might have dreamt that bit, but there was absolute chaos, bedlam, lunacy going on. Anyway, whatever happened, I think there was a payoff. Now everyone can use their own caterpillar cakes, and everyone loves them. It's all sisters as well, like that. And there you go. This must be passed down within DNA. I don't know when the first caterpillar cake that was ever made, But that must have triggered something in the female DNA in the UK, where one day you wake up and you've got your dollies and your pram, and you know you're wandering around looking after your dollies, and it's your dolly's birthday, and you make a caterpillar cake for them, and that then becomes what happens all the way through. Sisters love caterpillar cakes. Maybe that's the thing that sisters are doing for themselves. Pick sense. What? Hang on, I have to plug this bastard back in. This might not work straight away. Giza second. Allow? Well, we've allowed it now. Oh, hang on. Oh. There you go, it is working. Right, B-row home recipes. I don't remember that at all. I cannot remember that. And it's not like we're miles apart in age, is it? Don't know. Why can't I remember that? Me mum's mum is one of the best cooks I've ever had the wonderful fortune of being fed by. When she was alive, she was absolutely amazing. Never used a book; it was all up there. Maybe that's why she never had any books. And me dad's mum was not really a brilliant cook, but she kept the family fed, very, very well fed, which is why they're all massive. She never had any books as well. Never ever around recipe books. That's bad, isn't it? Everyone else seems to have a family recipe book which is passed down from generation to generation. Not in our family, which is why my ma can't cook at all. Awful with a capital O-R. Awful. You've never had a caterpillar cake? Oh, Mandy, to make up for forgetting your birthday last year, I'm going to have to send you the caterpillar cake on the day, aren't I? Get it hand delivered. It is just a big chocolate log, to be honest, with a face on the front of it. But you're the birthday girl, you have to have the face. You can't give that to someone else. That's too giving of you. You have to pass the rest of it on to people to slice bits off, but you keep the face for yourself. They are lovely though. This one, the one that I got given the other day, 9 days ago. It had an orangey taste to it, which was absolutely lovely. Really subtle, very subtle. B-row was a brand of flour. Ah, right. So was this if that was your brand of flour rather than, what was the other one? Miller's Pride, was it? Don't know. Can't remember. But if that was your brand, you would be more tempted to buy their cookery book. Ah. See, I did not know these things. Mad. It's mad how many things must have happened over the years that people just accept as being, that everyone knows this, that I've got no idea about. How could you not know that? It's funny, I was talking to Esther about music. She was one of the ones that used to watch Top of the Pops on Fridays. There was a big gang of people using the hashtag Top of the Pops on Twitter. Everyone used to watch and comment on things. The amount of bands she didn't know blew my mind. It's like, how did you not know this band until you started watching the replays of Top of the Pops? She just weren't famous in the Netherlands. Spandau Ballet might have been known in Duran Duran, but other bands just below them, no one knew. You had to go and search these things out. Then she couldn't believe that I didn't know half the Dutch bands, even though I'd lived there at the time. So if it wasn't Home Pride, sorry, that's the one, isn't it? I'm getting me all mixed up. Home Pride, the fellow with the bowler hat. Yeah, if it wasn't Het Goede Doel, I didn't know any about it. How many things I missed out on just because I wasn't aware they existed. Mother's Pride, of course, is bread. Best of year. 40 quid on Amazon, that recipe book, pre-owned. It's probably, when you open it, it's probably got jam on it and all kinds of stuff. Proper pre-owned. Have a look, see if they got the recipe book from whenever it was, the 1600s or the 1500s, which has got apple pie in it. That American is apple pie thing. That ain't true, bro. There's an old English cookery book from way gone, way gone. It's in there. There's a French one as well from not far off the same era. These things were all over the world, I reckon. Apple pie. And let's face it, is there anything really as solid as apple pie? My nan again used to make apple pies. They were amazing. She made a good crumble. Apple pies were boss. Go round for Sunday dinner. I fucking hated Sunday dinner. But if it was during the summer, it wasn't like a roast. It was always some big salad that she'd make. I'd force myself to eat that, including radishes. And then, because you knew you were going to get some decent pudding. Anything using chocolate chips was Toll House. That Nestle Toll House. I seem to remember that from somewhere. It is mad though, isn't it? The things we take for granted that we know about that other people don't, and vice versa. The things I've got no idea about. Other people just go, "Oh yeah, how do you not know this?" Toll House cookies, yeah. Ah well. I knew I'd heard it somewhere. I might have seen it somewhere. How much have we missed out on? And you get to that stage in your life, don't you? Where you're settled. I know what I like to eat. I know where I like to go and eat. I know what I like to drink. I'm not going to try anything else. I'm quite happy. Why? Well, what happens if I don't like it? If you don't like it, don't fucking have it again. Obviously. But what happens if you try something that you've never had before and suddenly it becomes the best thing you've ever tasted? Ever thought of that? Ever thought of that? Because it could do. The only ball ache with that is if you're backpacking through Southeast Asia and you go to some kind of roadside shack where someone's selling stuff and it's the best food you've ever tasted, how the bleeding hell are you going to remake that when you get home? Can't, can you? Ooh, ultra processed, easily meltable cheese. Stop, you're making me hungry. Oh, why'd you say that? Not that, but meltable cheese. I am now thinking cheese on toast and we haven't got any. There's no cheese in house, nothing I can use anyway. I'd need cheese, pre-sliced cheese, wouldn't I? Oh, bollocks. I could eat cheese on toast tonight. I really could. Oh, very high pollen tomorrow. Just a warning for you. Lots of parent brands combine products and put those recipes in women's magazines, group product coupons and circulars. It's very, very cynical the way they do it, isn't it, Sam? But yeah, it is, isn't it? If we own the company that makes the food, why don't we go and buy a company that makes the magazines? And that way we can also then feed out what we need. What's making us the most money at the moment? Right, we'll have a bit of a thing on that. 15 ways of using our new soup. Works wonders. Best food when travelling is circumstantial. You had a pizza in Bucharest, that was the best pizza ever. Went back a year on and it wasn't the best pizza ever. Was that anything to do with Everton getting beat 5-0 at the time? It was the best pizza as you hadn't eaten well in about a fortnight. Yeah, and I think also with food, similar to smells and things like that, it brings back a memory. So if you're somewhere where you're enjoying what you're doing, having the greatest holiday ever, if you eat something that even somewhere else you wouldn't think it tasted fantastic, that suddenly becomes mythical because it's locked in with that wonderful night when the moon looked amazing and there was fireworks going off and the fellow was playing guitar and I give you a rose and you've never looked so beautiful as you did that night, and we had tomato soup. Fucking tomato soup. Yeah, but man, you should have been there. It's the greatest tomato soup ever because it's locked in with everything. That's why. But yeah, that's the way it works, isn't it? The experience surrounding food, definitely it does. The sounds around it, the smells around it, just silly things like, I don't know, hot dogs, burgers and hot dogs, horrible cheap shit. But if you're at a ball game, if you're watching the baseball or you're outside a football stadium, we have the same. I mean, US will have peanuts and hot dogs in baseball stadiums, famous for it. Not necessarily the best food, but it suits that environment. Getting a big chunky pie at a football match over here when it's cold outside, a pie and a bovril. Never going to win Michelin stars for it, but it's so ingrained in the culture of football that you look forward to it. Amazing, man. Not Everton related. Dinamo Barstewards. But you did see Farul Khelul, the Lighthouse. Georgie Hadji's team, right, versus Otterlull. Waterlull. Lull, by the way, is dick in Dutch. While you were there the second time, right. I sound like Christerberg, but I'm not putting my hands on Liverpool players, pretending I've got healing powers. Dirty, filthy get. Hot dogs are a big outdoor event of any kind, because it suits, isn't it? If you were at home, and then someone said, I'm going to go out and make something to eat, and they come back in with, like, why are you putting hot dogs? What? It's not the same, just sit in front of the telly. Although, I suppose sometimes it would be, because it's just quick and easy, but yeah. The right environment, anything's nice. Mrs. Tom was dined with the finest cuisine on a trip to Paris. Ask her what she enjoyed most, and she'll say the hot dog she had by the Eiffel Tower light show. There you go. Paris is renowned for its food. What's the one thing that sticks in your mind? Just nothing tasted better than that hot dog. It's better. It is. Food, tastes, smells, some sounds as well. They're amazing what they can do to you. Cotton candy, the fair or amusement park. Otherwise, it is. You could not possibly eat that anywhere else and not feel some kind of revulsion at where you are in your life. How would you not eat? Yeah, I mean, where else could you go and eat candy floss and just think to yourself, I am a normal human being? The fair amusement park, it's fine. That's where you are. Did I see the Dicky Hill Not Dog, donut bun, apple compote, chocolate, moose dog and blue sauce? I did not see that. What? Like a sweet donut. Sweet donut. You love the food in Paris probably more than any other place you've been. French food has never ever impressed me in the slightest. I do not know what it is. Spanish, on the other hand, I love. Mexican, yeah. Southeast Asian, Chinese, Thai, any of that, absolutely love it. French just seems like, I don't know. It looks dull to me. Everything I've seen. James Martin, the UK chef, was over in France. He learned his chops over there, amongst other foods. And he loves it. He speaks really highly on French food. Whenever he makes anything, I just think, I could not possibly eat that. It looks like utter shite. Maybe I just haven't eaten the right place or the right kind of stuff. Seaside donuts are better than any other donuts. You can get them in cities. There's a stall in Liverpool on Whitechapel which always smells divine, and you see people sat off on like the dinner at lunch from work eating them, and it looks great. But seaside donuts, is it the sea air? mixed with donutty. I don't know. But you're right with them. Not had candy floss in years. Never tried it. Seaside Donuts, it's the smell that tempts you. There's your marketing right there. That we could make a jingle out of that. Seaside Donuts, it's the smell that tempts you. Sponsor me, Seaside Donuts, you bastards. Street food on trips is normally the best thing to get. Especially if you go somewhere mad. I mean, genuinely somewhere insane. Try the street food. Big, hot, soft pretzels. What did you call me, Sam? What did you call me? I wanted to try the street food in Cuba, apart from... there's no McDonald's, there's no KFC, there's no American companies over there, so the fast food was, if you stop, the fella will go and pick you a chicken. You pick which one you want, rather. He will take it, he will cut its head off in front of you, and he will cook it, and it'll be the best thing you've ever tasted in your life. Yeah, no, you're alright. I'll wait till we get back to the hotel. But I can imagine it would have been amazing. But no. You had a burger in Deep Ellum in Dallas. Didn't give a ticket on order, they gave an artist name. You had to listen for the kitchen calling stroke performing. All right. Now that's a thought. That's a boss idea, that. Unless it's a band or a performer that you didn't like. Imagine that. Ordering some fantastic food and he starts singing Ed Sheeran. You put me off now, you prick. You had Adele 10 minutes later. Hello from the kitchen side. Here's your burger and your fries. Deep Ellum. Only went there a couple of times when you lived in Dallas. Dallas. D-Z-A-L-L-A-S-S. Dallas. I like stuff like that though. Something a bit different. Little selling point. Which is normally an Irish pub, isn't it? Selling point. You are a pretzel fiend. I've had big soft pretzels in... Was the beer cellar in Liverpool? I was in there one night with a load of me mates from work. Not long after it opened. And they bring them in on like a mug tree. With these big bloody things hanging off them. Big fuck off steins of beer. That would do a nice them. I like them. Couldn't eat too many of them, obviously. Very, very salty. With the big, huge, like sugar lumps of salt on them. Massive things. They were lovely, them though. Really tasty. A mug tree. Anyone still have a mug tree? We don't. But then again, you can't fit my mugs on a mug tree. You can barely fit my mugs on an actual tree outside. You must still have them. Margot Ledbetter would have a mug tree. If Margot Ledbetter would have one, I would have one. Well, thank you very much, Jerry. We did have one until recently. And I think one of the dowels fell out and smashed a mug. So it got launched. That's shit, I'm not eating that. What? I'm not eating that. That's shit, I'm not having that. Getting rid of it. I have lost the plot today. Really have. And now I'm up at stupid o'clock in the pissing morning, thanks to Jess. I'd get AC/DC, fries away from hell. I would be out of there and I would write on the table in Sharpie, fuck that right off, right? Or here's me $10 or whatever it is, give it to a homeless dude. It'll taste like shite, it's tasteless. Anything AC/DC is tasteless. Coming over here, giving it lobsters. Not brilliant, not at all brilliant, Tom Ash. Don't be encouraging her. The road trip you took from Texas up to most northern Michigan, across to Wisconsin and back down all the way to the Midwest, back to Texas. Many nice food experiences. That I can imagine. Again, stopping at sort of diners, mom and pop stores and all kinds of other stuff, just not the usual. I can that be boss that. Where do the locals eat? I don't want to do the States. I've been over twice. I don't want to do anything like massive in the US. Wouldn't mind going to Colorado or somewhere, having a look at the mountains. And I don't really want to do Route 66, but I can imagine just going somewhere, one of those diners that you see on a film, and ordering cherry pie and a coffee. Just once in your life to say you've done it. Maybe that's on a bucket list. But not under this administration, because I would get kicked out of the country or sent to Venezuela or something. Oh, there you go. Mandy's got a metal mug tree. Shane, you've got a mug tree. I bet yours is wood though, isn't it? Yours would be more wood, I can imagine that. It was your somewhat delayed honeymoon. Ah. So again, I bet you everything that you had on that trip tasted better because of what it was. You're with the person you love on one of the greatest times of your life. That's what it's all about, man. Went some family-run Mexican place in California. Don't remember much other than all the beans, but it was very authentic. Irma's in Oklahoma City. Authentic to your eye diner. Oh man, I want to try that at least once. Although all the food that I've seen get ordered at these diners just looks abysmal. I don't want a short stack. I don't want bacon and strawberries with everything. Metal mug tree there as well. Right, so we've gone from nobody having mug trees to at least half the people in the conversation having mug trees. We're learning loads tonight. How do we get to this point? Yours is black and screams at you. Very metal. Thought mug trees were finished. You were very, very wrong. We were premature on the death of mug trees. It's not heavy. Is it aluminium? Is that what it is? A Mexican food trip to the US would have different interpretations in California, Texas, and the States. I bet you it would. California Mexican and Texas Mexican is slightly different, isn't it? But I bet you'd be interesting. You live the dreams. In-N-Out Burger, IHOP, the works. Ah, right. Did you find yourself going home and getting stonewashed jeans and a white t-shirt and singing Born in the USA every 5 minutes? Did it hit you that way? This was quite northern California as well, alright. I only done SoCal. LA and SoCal. St. David. San Diego, same thing. Great food trip is barbecue. At least 6 kinds depending on state. That's a massive US thing as well, isn't it? Not a fan of barbecue myself. Especially barbecue sauce. I can't stand it. Like licking tyres. Fuck that. But it's massive, innit? Nah, you're alright. Although I should start to find more stuff to eat. Better stuff to eat. More different stuff. Finding myself getting back into that routine of just eating the same things over and over again. Not healthy, that is it. It's not good for you. Do hurry up and sort out orange so you can visit and eat yourself silly. Naranja. Many places don't do sauce. Dry rub spicing only. That I wouldn't mind. I don't mind a dry rub, to be honest with you. Others are very sauce centric. Yeah, do you know what? Everyone in this house loves barbecue sauce on stuff. I can't stand it. Just doesn't do anything for me at all. I've never found one. I don't know. It's like it's got the tang of brown sauce. HP sauce, brown sauce. But there's an aftertaste to it I just don't like. And I've tried loads of different ones. Even though I don't like barbecue sauce, if there's a new one in the fridge, I'll try it just in case it's one I like. Because I'm a bit like that at times. Nah, not a fan. Get your spicy greens here. Yeah, no. Not for me, Clive, not for me. But I could do with expanding my palate slightly. try something different. Just something, just a change as much as anything else. I mean, they say a change is as good as a rest. Depends if you've been arrested or not. No for me, Clive, no for me. Don't think barbecue's for you, but your experience is Hickory's restaurant, which is not good, which is next door, but 20 to us. We have one round the corner. Yeah. Never been a fan of barbecues in general. And certainly not what people call barbecue. Not the British thing where it's raining outside and your dad's out with an umbrella with chicken which is frozen on the inside and burned on the outside. Burgers and sausages, that's it, no. Not that, the American thing. There's a few of them, Chester, North Wales, West Kirby, Worcester. Now that's a saucy place. They should already know what sauces are. Good sauces, Worcester. Yeah, Southport around the corner from me. Used to be a pub, which wasn't doing well. And then all of a sudden it's fairly busy by all accounts. Shane, no worries mate, we're going to finish now anyway because I'm knackered. I am exhausted. Going to any major metro area, one can find many international cuisines. This, again, most places in the world, any big metropolitan area, any big city, you're going to find loads of places because there's always people who want to change and have a little try of something. Liverpool's brilliant for stuff like that. Whatever you can think of, you'll find there. Manchester the same. London, of course, it's absolutely full of places. But yeah, anywhere. The States is great for it, isn't it? Because everywhere, every city that you go to, every major city is just like, it's like a little country in itself. New York, LA, Chicago. They just seem like little countries in themselves. Bold Street in Liverpool, once a bohemian dream of independence, is now restaurant central. Yep. Not always great, but if you want something to eat, Bold Street. Suppose you can find stuff there. Bring back the independence. Lots of Middle Eastern in Detroit Metro. Middle Eastern is a cuisine that in the UK does not seem to have taken a foothold, and I don't know why. Is there something about it that doesn't suit our palate? I don't get it. Subcontinent, Indian has. Chinese, Thai has as well now. We like all that stuff. Always loads of Italian options. Middle East though. Disagree, it's quite chic and vogue and that and ting. I like a nice independent. Lebanese, Persian, there's a few about. I've not been out in Liverpool for a long time, but there's certainly none of them round here. Oh no, there might be a Lebanese one actually. I had lots of Chinese in New York and Houston. They get everywhere. The Chinese genuinely get absolutely everywhere. Anywhere you go in the world, you will find there'll be somewhere to go for the Chinese. And they always taste different wherever you are. Because it's made for normally the local palate, which is nice. Their interpretation is basically hummus and flatbread, but there's a few. I would have thought as well there would have been kebabs and stuff, wouldn't there? Some kind of kebab stuff. Kebab. Flatbread. I love flatbread. Ooh, hang on. Is that raining? I thought that was raining, it's not. You were thinking couscous and pomegranate. Oh yeah, pomegranate, couscous as well. I like pomegranate. I don't mind a little bit of couscous as well. Tab up the Vice article on Chinese chippies. Yeah, and or salt and pepper flavouring. It's a guide to Liverpool. Salt and pepper flavouring is amazing. It's in Ireland. It's the thingo box, isn't it? What do they call it? Spice box. Gorgeous, man. Couscous so bland he named it twice. You've got to cook it with something now. It's got to absorb the flavour by osmosis. What do you call me? Fucking spice bag. I thought that was Victoria Beckham. Sorry, Vic. I know you watch these streams. Vicky Beckham's. Yeah, spice bag, sorry. But it's the same stuff, isn't it? But, oh man. Salt and pepper chicken. Oh. That couscous, especially in lamb tagine. Never had one of them. That looks good to me. Even though I'm not a massive lamb eater. Of all me meats, it's the one I like the taste of the most. But it's very fatty, isn't it? Very fatty. Very fatty. And at my age, you got to be careful. At my age. But that in Paris too. Paris, of course, is very... Well, it's a very mixed sort of... I don't know. Area, isn't it? Of the world. Paris, France. Whole of France, actually. Got lots of... Because they took over most of North Africa. Loads of African influences. They were busy in the Middle East. Yeah. So maybe French cooking is not just what I thought it was. Consomme and stuff like that. Boring, bland shite. Yeah. Ah well. Maybe one day I'll try a tagine. African and Middle Eastern food in Paris. Again, it's a massive metropolitan area, isn't it? In a country and a city which is built on immigration. You've got to provide food for the immigrants, the people who are there working. And who knows, maybe even the locals and tourists will also like. More of that, more of that. Caribbean stuff on the outskirts of Liverpool. Yes, there's a place in, or there was a place, wasn't there, in Toxteth? A place that did jerk, or that curry goat, jerk chicken, called Jamaican Me Hungry. Great name for a Caribbean restaurant. Italian, of course, the people that taught the French tout cook. I do like an Italian. Can't tell you her name, she's lovely. I'm only joking. Oh, man, where are we? There we are. Anyway. Considering I didn't think I'd make it through the first 10 minutes of tonight, we've done alright. I thought I'd managed to do Jeff, so to speak. And then that would be it, but... Look at that. 10 past 11 in the blessed PM. We have smashed it tonight. Well, we haven't. You have, not me. You have. You've been fantastic. I've been Van Elton. Good night. Right, anyway. Yeah. Well, you know what happens? When the screen is clean, you know what that means. It's dancing time. Get your dancing shoes on. Let's have a boogie. That's that. Hoo-yah!